Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant. Authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door. Tell your mama hungry.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
Now, you can live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant-quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Vanilla smoked sea salt seasoning is for seafood. The tarragon and fennel bring out the natural sweetness in seafood. I also use it in rice dishes, on yams, asparagus, blueberry pancakes, and believe it or not, chocolate chip cookies. Vanilla smoked sea salt adds a salty and savory component to sweet dishes that create a symphony for the tongue.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Shop Velvet Online Women's Boutique to spice up your closet with trendy, unique looks. We have fashionable and chic looks at very affordable prices. Velvet Boutique offers free shipping all year long on all orders. Shop online at www.melvetboutique.com. That's www.melvetboutique.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Shop Velvet Online Women's Boutique.
What's happening? Welcome to Random Thoughts with DVP. Today is, what's the day? Today is the 25th November, 2020. How y'all doing? We're going to have a good show here. I got a couple of my crazy friends in here who got some issues they want to talk about. So I'm gonna get the ladies a minute because I got some fellas who's going to tell y'all some of the things y'all missing out. And fellas, some of y'all might be a little bit disappointed, so y'all might not want to watch if you a slacker. Because some of these brothers gonna call you out. We're gonna let you pass with a little bit of shadiness if you're under 31, but if you're over 35, you don't get to get none of that shadiness coming in. So I'm just here to let y'all know. But I just want to say what's up. Let y'all know what's going on, Wanda. What's going on, Ernest, Terry. Terry, you supposed to be in here come back and I don't know what Terry doing. He on one. But let me go on and get my quick monologue out the way. Y'all see the POTUS is fine. The POTUS in leaving is finally start doing parts of the right thing. He still ain't. I'm gonna get me one day. Me and Omega gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss politics because he still got questions. But that's gonna be a whole nother show. I know he gonna.
I got questions.
I know you gonna pick my brain. He started smiling. That was a sign of guilt right there. I already know what it is when I see it. I don't need a bow tie, sir. This is a casual meeting right here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just say this, and I said it before. At the end of the day, it really didn't matter who wins, because if the U.S. loses, we all lose. I understand wanting to be pro-black, but if the world is going down, if the world going to hell, it don't matter what pro-black or pro-white agenda if everybody dying. So at some point, even at 45-1, which I'm glad he didn't, it needed. We was gonna have to support whatever, because we still got to stand strong in this whole effort. And ain't no getting around that. But in the meantime and in between time, one of the few things that we can work on, and it's going to be part of the theme for the show, is brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, let me just say this. And the reason I got these gentlemen on there is Omega is the younger me, so he got a lot of ideas and I like them. He ain't supposed to be like me. Terry's a different me. He ain't supposed to have them. When you get the different phases, you get a different mindset. But one of the basic mindsets we can have is stop trying to dog people for no reason just because they don't think like you or they got experiences you ain't got. I can give Omega some insight on some things that's going to come in the future, but I can't tell Omega what he should do at his age or at Terry's age. We ain't had the same experiences. And I hate when I see all this, when people judging people because they doing something. And it ain't that Omega's younger than me, but it ain't that he young-minded. Omega's just Omega. What he gonna do need to work for him. When he asks me, he be like, yo, what you think? I can tell him what I think. I can't tell him what he should do because I ain't in his shoes. I don't know all the X factors. He can't tell me what I should do. He don't know all my X factors. He can just say, yo, I think this, this, and this. And guess what? I can put some of his ideas in my tool belt, or I can just take them as constructive criticism and keep moving. But ain't no need for us to call each other names or try to shame each other because we think differently. And for us to come together as a race, we don't need no handouts. We don't need none of the other crazy shit. We just need to stop dogging each other and claiming everything is somebody else's fault. If you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. And shitty people love to try to bring down other people. And we got to understand that and do better. Because once you get that part down, I think, and I use Omega because he's here right now, but one of the first real interactions we had is I talked to Omega and I had said, hey man, you got a good message, but if you change some of your wording, you can attract a larger audience. That's one of the things, that's a growth thing. Because yeah, when we first come out, we all bulls. But sometimes you're going through that China shop, you need to be a cheetah. You're gonna move, the goal is still the same. You still want to get that prey at the end. It's just whether you want to tab shit and not have nothing to come back to. And that's all we got to do. When you don't agree with somebody, either listen and learn, or as I put in other posts, just scroll by. But let's stop being so negative toward each other and calling each other out their names. Oh, you this. Oh, you dumb. You should be doing this. You don't know why nobody do nothing. So with that being said, the topic for today's show, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about relationships. And a lot of what we're going to be discussing is what men should do. And that's why I got different guys. Because for some stuff, we're going to probably agree. For some stuff, we ain't. And for the stuff that we don't, I'm trying to give you guys, you ladies, a reason why men move differently. And you got to accept what you want from that phase. Because sometimes we ain't all about the same things. I remember, I had that phase when I ain't never been a club boy. But if you're a clubber, get you a clubber. Other than that, it ain't gonna work. I can't be with a woman who want to go clubbing all the time. Omega, and I like to pick on him. Omega young, he still got hair. He was flexing for the show, acting like his hair was in the way. So I'm gonna mute him a couple of times because he was flexing on me because he like doing that. But hey, he young, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't sleep at 10:15. At 10:15, I ain't sleepy. I'm sleeping. So that's how but understand the difference in who we are. It don't mean I'm more mature. It just mean I'm old now and I ain't gonna stay up late and get that. What's up, Eric? That what it mean. If I can get Terry to figure out how to use a computer with his I'm gonna talk about him too, cause he must have what's that? He must have what's the bootleg phone company? He got Virgin Mobile or something. He ain't got no good one. You should have went to Starbucks and used their Wi-Fi, Terry. I'm gonna talk trash till you get in here. All right.
You got Metro PCS.
Metro, that's what it is. Metro. So we got Area here. Area like to ask questions. She a troublemaker, but she cool. I see one of my heroes, Brian, is in the house. What's going on? You know, all right, so what? And Lyle over there he cutting hair now, and see he flexing because we didn't see her before, so we could have got her before and after. Lyle, why you flexing?
Bruh, look, I almost forgot today was Wednesday. I saw the Zoom thing, but bruh, mask up. My man is tight, bruh. I don't mess around. I need to put the light on. I will.
It's too late. We didn't see the before, so he could have did that while we weren't looking. So that you can't do it after. No, it's got to be a before and after, bro. Yeah, I'm getting on everybody today.
Pay me to do nothing.
I'm getting on everybody today. He probably came. Hey, he came in there with a smooth line.
Don't play.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Omega. Y'all doing all these pictures with this hair, y'all flexing. It's not what's gonna happen. Ain't gonna be no hair flexing on the show. All right. Yeah. All right, so check this out.
We got the long dreads over there, man. Don't play. DVP.
All right, so hey, so let me get this out the way first. Since it's Ariel's birthday, on the count of 4, fellas, we're gonna tell Ariel happy birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday, Ariel.
Birthday, Ariel.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, Queen. Boom.
Right. And here come Barbara here trying to start something. Let me get my taser, because even long this I'm gonna have to get Barbara. All right, so one of the first things, and we're gonna bounce around subject, but we're gonna still talk because these are all men. So you're gonna get a bunch of men's opinion, and that's what I wanted to have. But one of the first things I want to talk about is I seen this crazy post, and I wanted to get everybody's opinion. I ain't even told them what I was gonna ask. But have y'all seen the post about if your girl get $4,000 from her ex, are you gonna make her give it back? Now I'm gonna hold my answer first. I'm gonna hold my answer. Now, I'm gonna let Lyle go first, so he can get back to my man. So he can get back to my man. So Lyle, if your girl got $4,000 from her ex for her birthday, are you gonna make her give it back?
Bruh, it's a whole lot of questions into that. First of all, I'm thinking
I got questions.
Off the top of my head, it's a whole lot to do with that. If they still in contact and all that, you know what I'm saying? Why is he giving her damn $4,000? That ain't no small gift. And what we would say, I'm from the old school, what we can say is, if he give you that much money, he wants something in return. So I'm gonna let you goddamn take it from there. So,
now, so you gonna make her send it back?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Omega. Your turn. Let me know what you got to say.
I agree with Big Brother, man. It depends on the situation, but I would say 80 times out of 100, probably not. But like I say, they still in contact. This money is for a trip they planning on going on, something like that crazy. Nah, I can't do it. You got to send that money back. If honestly, and this might sound crazy or might be full of pride, but if we're struggling, you can't keep that money.
Right. Now, even if we're struggling.
Yeah. Especially, I would say especially if we're struggling. Yeah. Especially if we're struggling. If we're struggling, listen, I'm the type to get in the mud and do what I got to do to make it for us to survive. So I don't take a handout from my father. So I'm not going to take a handout from your homeboy.
And
now again, we
be some other BS because I came through when y'all needed it. She gonna feel indebted to him, and hell no.
Yeah, like I said, something like that, I let it go. But we doing good. It's no problems, no situation, nothing like that, man. Listen, bro, we gonna take that money, man. We gonna have fun with that man money, boy. I'm gonna be doing some wild stuff with that man money. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, so and Lyle older than me, but since it might show me be the elder statesman till we get Terry. Hey, she keeping that money, and we gonna call from my phone and thank that brother. That's $4,000 that I ain't gotta do nothing with. That's $4,000. So I hear what you're saying. What might? Hey, but one something I know, Georgia Power, all these bill companies, they don't care where that $4,000 came from, and he can want what he want to, but she is not sending that money back. That's $4,000. I don't care how you look at it. That's just like somebody saying,
why is he sending her $4,000?
I do not
Exactly.
care.
Why?
I don't care. He could be
you
wish,
care.
bro. No, I don't. He could be wishful thinking. See, I'm gonna say this. Hey, Lyle. As a matter of fact, for your man, Lee, ask your man what he think. We gonna get the folk from the street. Let me get a quick outsider right quick.
Right here. Big 6'4" personal trainer, got a beautiful lady, and not married yet, but you know who knows.
Wait. So, bro,
What's up?
if your girl X sent her $4,000 for her birthday, you making her give it back?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because the great question is, what we gonna have to do? What you gonna do? What's he expecting for that money?
Hey, I'm gonna just say this because I'm sure y'all got good home training. What you supposed to do when somebody give you $4,000? You supposed to say thank you. What you supposed to do? So that's what we doing. Hey,
don't nothing come for free, goddamn. And that's
Ain't nothing for free.
Okay, so fellas, let's just go on and flip the script then, because y'all on one. So if your ex send you $4,000, y'all sending it back? Yeah,
it depends on the situation.
I ain't studying one of y'all.
Hey,
y'all.
Look, nah, hey, big bro.
Hey, y'all took a collective deep breath right there. Y'all was like,
hey, look, hey, big bro. It depends on the situation, bro. Listen, let me ask you this though. Let's say you need $4,000 to keep your house. You working and you grinding to get the money. You about to get that money in about 3 weeks. You work overtime, that check gonna hit in 3 weeks. Your lady come to you and say, hey, babe, I know that we needed this money. I know you say you're gonna get it in 3 weeks, but I talked to my ex. He went ahead and gave me the money now. Would you keep that money?
But see, I'm gonna tell you what you did. See, it went from a birthday gift to y'all start talking about if somebody give a birthday gift, when do we start negotiating what birthday gifts came from? It's a birthday present. If he got $4,000 to give her for birthday, it's a wrap. Period.
What if she asked for it for her birthday? She say,
and if he was stupid enough to give it, we gonna still ball out. Hey, if any of my exes, hey, I want a Lamborghini. Trina say she cool with that. I'm just letting you know up front. We gonna send you a card. We gonna call you. And truth be told, if you get that Lamborghini, Trina say you can have one more night. I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you, $4,000 is $4,000.
Hey, Trina, keep her.
Hey, see, hey, 6'4", what's your name, bro?
Brad.
So I'm just saying, when do we get all sensitive? 4,000 is 4,000. And for the stuff that we do for free, you telling me if somebody sent somebody $4,000, whether they asked for it or not, we gonna put conditions on that? Hey man, I'm gonna call BS on all y'all.
No, it's condition when it came out his wallet. He just ain't told you the conditions yet, or she ain't told you the conditions yet.
Bro, it's her birthday. That's the condition.
Right. Indecent proposal.
It's her birthday. Okay. It's her birthday. How y'all gonna start regulating what kind of gift somebody can give for their birthday? Stop the madness. See, what y'all finna do is be unhappily single, and she still ain't gonna go with that brother who sent $4,000, cause y'all already know. Come on now. Now.
So let me ask the other brother.
Hold your question right quick, Omega. All y'all got a woman. Did y'all have to pay $4,000 to get them? So if somebody paying that much, he already ain't got her. So what's the insecurity about? He's trying for $4,000. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, hey man, you know her other dude sent her $7,000. Oh, I'm gonna start some shit. Hey, if you want trying to get the game, you need to send 8 or 9.
Hey, that's called pimping, OG.
Ain't that the point of having a pretty woman? See, if you got an ugly woman, you ain't gonna never have these problems. It's an ugly woman problem. But I ain't seen your woman sick, folks. But I know the other brothers on here, they shallow as me, so they got a good looking woman. So you better, you better take that money and go on and do something. Now, what's your question, Omega?
I'm just playing devil's advocate, right? So it sounds like what you're saying to me, bro, is if she get the money, that's free money. It is what it is. Keep the money. It sounds like what the other brother's saying. It depends on the situation, right? On why. All right. Okay. So here go my question to the room. Let's say it is her birthday, She asks for the money. The man gives her the money, and then he does give her the ultimatum. So he does say, listen, I got this vacation I'm trying to take you on. This money is going for that vacation. What's good? You get the $3,000, get dressed, get you a nice little outfit so we can go on this little vacation to Tahiti. Do you let your lady take the money and work the boy? Or do you say, nah, send that money back, baby, because we ain't paying that?
Hell no, she ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta go back.
Hey man, let me be the voice.
I'm saying for her birthday. He sent it for her birthday, DVP. So
Yeah,
I'm with you. It's on her. It's on her birthday.
Right.
He say, listen, for your birthday, here goes some money. We go next month. I'm gonna take you to Tahiti. Here go the money for your birthday. Go shopping. What you say?
And I'm here now. I'm finna be the voice of reason for y'all.
Hey, where Trina at? I don't even believe him. Where Trina at?
I'm gonna tell her to come down here. But hey, once he send it, ain't no taking it back. It's just like, hey, when a dude in Trina inbox, talking about, oh, let me see this. I said, Trina, tell him to send you some money. Cause when he send that money, you ain't gotta do nothing. What he gonna do? Take you to small claims court? What he gonna do?
Y'all working. You and Trina working out here, bruh.
hey, come on now. Now we ain't gonna play no double standards, fellas.
Hello.
If you're Xing your $4,000, are you gonna send it back on the string?
If it's
See
I'm
how
gonna be
he
100.
See how he look.
Some honest motherfuckers.
That $4,000, bro. She don't want something from that.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna be 100. If it's $4,000, my ex sent me $4,000. Listen, bro. If she not asking for nothing, in the same way I say, if old boy not asking for nothing with my lady, okay, that is what it is. It's a birthday gift, that is what it is. But if my baby mother or my ex is asking for some wood for $4,000 and I got a girl, I can't do it. Now, if I'm single, she send me that $4,000. Yeah, boy, I'm take that $4,000 and go to work.
Hey. Once they send the money, I don't care what the plan was. See, if it ain't a cash and carry event, oh yeah, we're gonna play it for what it's worth. Now, if she gotta go to Vegas to get the money, see, then that ain't happening. But if he send the money in hopes that she come, oh yeah, bro, you gonna need to see us on Judge Mathis. Hold on, is that Terry coming on CP time?
Yeah, that's me.
What they saying online? What's your comment? What's your girl talking
Hey, what's up, brother? What's up, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Huh? Can you be seen? Cause they want to challenge our authenticity. So I need you to put some on. They got questions for you. Yeah, but like I say, the narrative is that she got the money for her birthday. So I'm saying, as a birthday gift, ain't nothing. If that's what they want to do out of goodness, say her. If they can hope all they want to, and this is where I look at it. If your woman gonna leave you for a $4,000 birthday gift, she won yours to start with. So we keeping that money. That's going on some bills and some partying.
Yeah, but I mean, I ain't mad at keeping the money. Like I said, I'm just more so. I'm more put like this. If I know for a fact my lady ain't gonna pay the tab for that $4,000, which is what it sounds like what you saying. You sure that your lady ain't gonna pay that tab? But a lot of dudes ain't in situations where they sure. They not, and I hate to say that, but they not sure. They not sure. Every lady not like your lady ain't gonna, and you know for a fact she down. A lot of dudes is with their ladies and they ain't really sure. And it's vice versa. So it's a lot of ladies that got men that they not sure about. But I'm just talking about the men's side for right now. Like, it's a lot of dudes, put like this. It's a lot of dudes, you go to a concert. Let's say your lady like Nas, or your lady like a celebrity, the baby, whoever, Otis Redding, I don't care who it is. Your lady like a celebrity, you take her to the concert, and that man asks your lady to go backstage. Do you let her go? If you confident in your lady, sure, go ahead and meet your idol. But if you're not confident in your lady, you better not let her go back there.
Right.
Then again, she ain't your lady. You got to understand the rules of the game. Because
she is for right now. I'm on lease. I'm leasing it. I'm leasing her.
Exactly. But understand this now, and this is one of them things where I would say we gotta play a different role, because the fact that you know about this $4,000, because she could have kept it a secret and just told you she was going to work and did whatever. You part of this, so you know what it is. So you gotta. I'm saying from my perspective, you got to trust her a little bit more at that point, because she could have kept that $4,000 a secret. and wouldn't have been no problem. But see, and this is where I think sometimes we get into issues because a woman tell us something because she want to share with us what's going on, and we jump to conclusions that we should have never jumped to. Because why would she share? She's sharing something with us. She's sharing with us $4,000. If she was gonna cheat, do you really think she would have told you first?
She could have been asking for permission.
Bro.
Okay, shit. Look. My question is, if it came back to you, all of their brothers, would you tell your woman you got the 4,000? See, we go with the scenario that both people know. Yeah. If the girl didn't know, would you even tell her you got the $4,000?
I would tell her.
We doing a dance and we finna hit eBay and Amazon and buy some shit.
Right. Like I said, man, listen, I ain't mad at. Like I said, I ain't mad at my baby hustling, man. Like I said, if a dude's stupid and she get over, she hit a lick. Okay, I get that. My issue, just like I said, everybody don't have the confidence that I have in my lady, or DVP the confidence you have in your lady. Because a lot of times, man, dude not insecure. He just know his lady easy.
Exactly. Then he need to take that for what it is. He just next in line right now. So unless he gonna start trying to compete with that, I say, because once she tell you, she kind of already letting you know you the one. Because she could have kept that $4,000 to herself and did what she wanted to do, and just say, oh, she got some money from her family or whatever, and we wouldn't have knew nothing. And this is this is one of them times where I think that this is a bonding moment. She's sharing with you something that she really could have kept quiet and you wouldn't have knew no different. So why start playing FBI with her and asking her 20 questions?
Exactly, because she could have took the money and ran with it.
So you don't, hold on, OG. So you don't ask no questions, OG? You don't ask nothing. You just be like, she tell you I got 40 grand. My ex gave me this 40 grand. You leave it at that? You don't ask nothing?
No, the thing what he's saying is she's left it where it's a conversation now. Because see,
gotcha.
At first it wasn't a conversation. If she was really trying to be scandalous, she could have ran off with the money and kept it a secret and nobody knows.
Right.
But when she opened the table up and said, look, my ex gave me X amount of money. This is what it is. She leaving it open to you to now we discussing this, because it ain't like she trying to hide it or be secretive about it.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
I can see that.
You got to take it as a bonding moment where she actually trusts you enough to tell you something and hope that you ain't gonna flip. And we can't at that point. And like I said, a lot of it is where you at in a relationship, where y'all are. And that's a big part of it. Where are y'all right now in the relationship? And sometimes we miss that magical moment when they got more faith in us than we got in them. Because why would you? Unless you know your lady got them kind of tendencies, why would you even think that's what she doing?
Exactly.
Because for us who do what we do, hustlers always hustle. So, fellas, if a random woman just say, listen, I'm gonna give you $4,000, meet me later on the night at a hotel. Once she give you that money, you ain't obligated to do nothing other than run off with that $4,000. Now, if your integrity is so much that you feel the need to go, that's on you. But see, I'm old now, and I know y'all think I'm crazy, but I know I'm at that stage now. Well, hey, I'm in love. I do my thing. But bills is bills. And see, Trina ain't here yet. But I know Trina will pimp me out for $4,000 because Trina be trying to get more.
Hey, my lady told me to open the OnlyFans.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what we gotta do. Let me do this right quick. Terry finally showed up, so before I dog him some more about his Metro/Virgin connection, welcome to the show, Terry. What's going on with you, bro?
Everything's everything. Just working hard, trying to get through the day.
All right, they want to ask you a question about this program. All right, hold on. What, Omega? Trina coming around the corner. Let me.
Hey, don't say nothing to her. Let me ask her too. Don't say nothing to her.
Hold on, she can't hear you right now because I got what's called on. Dog.
Come on, man.
Let her get the headphones. We don't want to talk to you. Give her the headphones.
Hold on.
Give her the headphones. We don't want to talk to you. Give her the headphones. Let me ask her. I'll ask her.
Get them headphones, Trina.
Hey, tell her to take your headphones.
You need the headphones.
D, it's better just to give her the headphones.
Go ahead, Omega.
Hey, Trina, how you doing?
Okay, you hold on. Let me plug back in. Yeah, that's what I could do. I can give her the headphone.
Yeah, can you hear us, D?
All right, what's up?
What up?
How you doing, Trina?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, I got a quick question now. You know your man, right?
Right.
All right. If your ex, the one that he don't really like that, right? The one that, he not sure if you and that ex still talk. He feel a little way about this certain ex. Because we all got exes. We got hundreds of exes. But I'm talking about that one ex that he don't like. If that ex sent you $4,000, would that man just let you keep that money, no questions asked? Or would he be interrogating you on what you got to do for that money?
He would probably ask me why he sent me the money, but he ain't gonna ask me what I got to do because I know I ain't got to do a damn thing. You gave me the money. Thank you.
Okay. Respect. I drink to that. Respect.
All right. That's it.
So hold on now.
But you say here ask questions. Hey, so is them questions? Because he said I ain't even got to worry about it. If I think something going on, then that ain't my lady. But it seemed to me like he would at least ask some questions.
He'll probably ask, why he sent it to me, but he's not gonna ask me what I gotta do for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. What I gotta do? I ain't have to do nothing to get it. So what the hell? Why do I have to do anything to keep it?
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay.
My bank account is mine now.
I like her. I like her.
But Trina, while we got you on the line, what if a woman gave him $4,000?
Man, look, I'm gonna be telling old boy, look, babe, whatever you did for her to give you that money, go do it again.
Trina is the keeper, boy.
Man, look, I'm telling you now. I'm like, hey, babe, you want to go on a date with her? I think y'all should go on a date. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We need to go get that money. It's about the money. At that point, we ain't have to do nothing to get it either. Psst, man, look, tell her good night. Go on. Send her that text message.
And so you don't have no. So, hey, Trina, so you have no questions or concern that he is not going to do nothing extra for that $4,000?
Nah. I mean, he didn't have to do nothing to get it. So, why would he have to do anything extra?
So you have a trust for your man. So my question would be, if you was talking to one of your homegirls and your homegirl was dating Leroy done cheated 4 times. Leroy get this money from his ex. Should she just let it slide like you? Or should she be looking at it like, I don't know?
But, I feel like this. At the point Leroy done cheated 4 times, obviously you cool with cheating. You cool with it because you keep taking them back. So you might as well let him get some money.
I love that.
I like her. Good answer. Okay. Respect. I ain't got nothing else to say, bro. I'm dead in the water.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night. Good night, Queen.
Hey, D.
Well, I'm dead in the water.
Wait, I had a question for D. Don't let Trina leave yet. Hold up.
Hold on. You said don't go nowhere yet.
I got a question now. Cause hey, Trina, this Roy. So D said something. So wait, we had the $4,000. If she tell you she want to give him 20 to smash her, you gonna let him go smash that night?
For $20,000?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, folks out here snatching for free. Are you kidding me?
I tell you, I like her.
He did say you would pimp him out, so we just wanted to verify that statement. And that's because you know it don't mean nothing past what it is, right?
That's right.
That's exactly what it is.
Money, bring your butt back home. That's right.
Right, because she gonna be like, give me 12, 15. You keep the 7.5. So.
That's right. and he really don't have to give me anything because I'm gonna get some benefits from it. Anyway,
bam.
But hell yeah, you better go get that.
Hey.
See, that's again.
I need to come too, Trina.
I'm with Omega.
I told your boy to give me a cup mate. He ain't get it yet.
Okay.
Well, I've been supposed
to tonight, or you been told him.
I've been told him months ago. Hey, tell him don't make me get my taser.
Don't make him get his taser.
And I've been.
He said don't make
Hey, Omega, don't feel bad, bro. I've been waiting on my cup since he came back to the network.
Ain't nobody seen a cup, man.
He got the locks, and before the show, he always run his hands through his hair, so he finna get X'd out anyway. Ain't nobody scared of him at all. He already on my seat. But and seriously, when we start talking about relationship, and that's one of the things where you got to find somebody who can match your yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Because and this is one of the things I always tell everybody.
Because everybody ain't gonna go for that. Everybody ain't gonna go for that. But with y'all,
That's true.
But why?
That's true. My lady ain't going for it, bruh.
Yeah, that was said till they see the money. Money talk. But at a point now, if we're being honest, and this the hard part I try to get people to understand. There's a big difference between sex and love. We loving our ladies. We have sex with people we don't know none of their vital information, and they done it with us. So why would I try to merge the two? So let's just say if we believe in the theory that people gonna do what they gonna do, why not at least get paid for it? If your woman gonna cheat on you, let her at least bring something back other than memories. Get that.
I ain't mad at that.
Because now, hey, all of us work. For $4,000, we can take a couple of weeks off and go somewhere.
Right.
We can make up now, cause hell, people cheating and getting back together for free. Come on, for $4,000, that ain't gonna change your thought process.
Look. That would help the negotiations.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, like how much them chairs you got my man in? So now, if my man could have got his hair cut in one of them chairs that was massaging his legs and back, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have to pay for that. She just got you that because she had to go do something. Why stop playing? So, and this is one of them things where at different stages, because how old are you, Omega? You in your 30s, right?
Nah, man, I'm a grown man, bro. I'm 40.
Okay, so he's 40. I think he grown. He's, you know what I'm saying? I don't even
I put a lot of work in. I put a lot of work in to make it to this age. I get to sit at the big kids table now. Fuck all that. I ain't in my 30s no more. I'm proud. I made it. I ain't think I was gonna make it for a long time. So I'm good being here.
But some of the stuff I thought in my 30s and 20s about sex, as I've gotten older, they don't hold the same. You know what I'm saying? Sex is what it is. It's a physical act that we've done with people. I'm sure all of y'all, because y'all good looking brothers, and look at Terry. Terry already looking guilty. Y'all done smashed the chick, forgot her name, or when she hit you on the street and be like, hey, remember me? You be like, damn, who is this chick? And she had to remind you, be like, damn, you did that for free. So you wouldn't do it for $4,000. Stop the madness. Stop the madness.
My boy Brad got to leave, man. He said he can't hang out with the indecent proposal conversation.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he lying. He going to check to see if she got $4,000 on her account. I know her, so hey man, y'all be good. But yeah,
hey, be safe, bro.
And this is one of the things when I said I wanted to talk about relationships, because we all dance a little different. We all march a little different, and the women need to understand this, because sometimes the way we pick them, we need to put that same thought process into it to make sure our mindsets match. Because if you see, Omega got a hustle on me. She a little jealous. She a little possessive right now. But money take away possessive. Money mean, hey, you like I tell everybody, I can't be bought, but I can be rented.
Hey, but let's see. So let me ask you this, big bro, and this might be a teaching moment for somebody else. So this, I'm gonna get personal with my situation, which I usually don't do. But in my situation, like you said, I'm doing pretty decent for myself as a man. Right. I'm able to take care of my kids, do whatever, I'm doing all right. My lady make more than me. Like, it ain't even like, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in her tax bracket, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? She doing above well. So for her, the money, you dig what I'm saying? When you say money talk, she look at it differently. Like, sometimes I have to fight not to be a kept man. Like, nah, I don't want you to pay for that. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Let me, let me do this. Let me do that. I got it. Whereas in her mindset, you know what I'm saying? Some women might be like, well, the money gonna talk. But I can say my lady making good bread. So for her, like, I'll break it down to something real simple. I wanted to hire a secretary, for my business. Let me get a little secretary, $10 an hour on a website. I seen blah, blah, blah. And my lady, like, $10, mind you, she's an accountant. So, she's like a secretary. You spend $10 an hour, you be asking me to send this paper if I do this, and this is what I do for $10. You might as well just pay me the $10 an hour. Like, for her, the money be on a different situation. She be done paid me to slang my own thing and told old girl to keep her money. You know what I'm saying? So different women be different situations.
And I'm gonna tell you, because I don't know if you heard what you said. You said money wasn't important to her, but it is. So is she gonna get?
I'm saying she got it. She got it. It's other people's money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you know who money spend the best? Other people's money. Other people's money spend way better than your money. My money feel good in my pocket. See, whenever somebody offer to pay for a meal, I'm not finna sit there and fight with them or argue with them. You know what? When Terry paid for that lunch, it tastes better. It tastes a whole lot better. And so, and that's one of the things that when we start, and you know, like I said, we're gonna talk about more relationship based stuff. But at some point, when you start thinking about the bigger picture, when you can save some money and increase your net worth because somebody else did something, and all you gotta do is say thank you. What's the backside of that? Because at the end of the day, I don't care how secure we are. Most of us know that we got an attractive woman that somebody looking at. Are we gonna question every time? Oh, why did dude say something to you? Is he trying to holler at you? Of course he's trying to holler at her. She good looking. That's what happens when you got a good looking woman. But why not maximize that? We know people who mess with us on a business sense just because of our looks and charisma.
Exactly.
Trina told me I'm charming. I sold some stuff for her. You know, Trina ain't finna tell me to stop flirting with these women to get these glasses and arm warmers. So she be like, yeah, smile or touch on the shoulder, make her feel good. Cause this is money in our pocket. So I can sit there with a straight face and be like, oh, I'm only dealing with women who can afford this. Nah, it's a hustle. So if they think I'm gonna go somewhere because they buy two of her stuff, they can think what they want to think. But now if they buy 2 pallets now, Trent said they get some. That's a bonus, but they got about 2 pallets and stuff. That's a whole different tax bracket. What you got, Terry?
What you were just saying, it's all about communication and knowing each other. Because after you go out on several dates and you see that there's something that you might want to make work, first question I ask a woman is to get naked. And it's not about getting naked physically. I want her mind to get naked. I want to know what makes her tick. Because until you know what makes that woman tick, until she know what makes you tick, y'all ain't gonna never get nowhere.
Right.
Never.
And that's where that conversation comes, because you need to understand, because if you a hustler and you try to get with a woman who ain't a hustler, she ain't gonna understand why you do certain things. You know,
exactly.
And I gotta go out at night for work. Trina understand that, but because Trina see the benefits, she don't know what I'm doing. I could be at the jiggle on. Trina just want everything to be paid. She want to have a home to come to, the lights on, and all that stuff. But at some point, she got to trust the system. So, and this to me is under the same category. But I will admit, this is one of the things I had to grow into. Because if somebody would have told me earlier, I would have thought differently. But earlier, I was in more insecure relationships that wasn't really built around us. It was my thoughts and her thoughts. They were never our thoughts together. You know, me and Trina talk about damn near everything. We have a lot of abnormal conversations, but that got us to a point where we know each other better because we didn't stick with the fluff stuff. And that's part of that growth when we in relationships. And as men, and Omega was talking about this, and Terry said, as men, we got to learn to lead these uncomfortable conversations, because too many times we will get in relationships based strictly off this, and we don't get to know this. You know, it's cool to love somebody. It's one of the coolest things ever. But what they say, love make you do stupid shit. So if you doing this with a conscious mind and you seeing what you and Shorty got, what y'all got, what's connecting y'all other than great sex? What's connecting y'all? Are y'all thinking about building the same way? Is she your support team? Or you her support team? What are y'all actually willing to do for support? Now, if you got a girl who like, yo, if I need this, I'll go ask so-and-so, then that's when you need to be careful. Anytime she got a list of dudes she can go ask, why you got that list so current? That's kind of sketchy to me. But that's me. But if somebody want to do something because they want to get back in, like I said, I got a hustle.
Hey, DVP.
What up?
Let me ask you a question.
Ask me
Let's
a question.
say, like you said, if your lady got a list of dudes she can go to, that's kind of questionable.
Right.
So my question to you is, let's say one of them dudes on that list send your lady $4,000.
Right.
Do you question that, or do you just, oh no, we keeping the money?
I understand. And this is what I'm saying. If I'm with somebody, if Trina told me we've been talking, see, I got these 10 dudes who ready to do this. See, then because then that means she been keeping in touch with them. See, that's a whole different mentality. See, if I know you there already, see, we can only go so far. because I know you keeping guys in the ready. So I ain't cool with that. But it's just like with us.
So your original statement is for men that wasn't in the picture, just out the blue, $4,000, not her work husband, none of that crazy stuff.
Right. Because y'all bring up different scenarios.
No. The original thing was an ex sent it to her, but what you just brought
Are
up
they
was,
still in contact though?
even if they in contact, what's my level? Depends. And see, that's one of the things that me and Trina talked about. We know a lot about each other's exes. I knew who she was crazy about. I know who she was in love with. And one of the things I always tell people is, when you having these conversations, and I love to have them, what the rule is, she can't never compare me to them. So when I ask her a question, all her boyfriends go into one category. Then when we ask questions about us, I'm in one category. We never mix. See, I ain't gonna be stupid and say, "Oh, who was your best ever?" Because now I'm putting her in an awkward situation that I ain't gonna believe the answer she give me. I can ask her what was our best time and what was her best time with these other guys. So we got this right here all the way together. Now, she had a couple who reach out to her every now and then. She'll tell me, "Oh yeah, so and so reaching out." Cool, but they not talking, because we all got people from the past. We can't, you know what the sound say? You can't control people's cheerleaders. And when you try to be too controlling, what happened when somebody try to control your every move? It makes you a little bit more rebellious. It makes you a little bit more sneaky. So at some point, you got to be able to have conversations, especially when she bring it to you first, that somebody reaching out. Then you got to take that as a block building moment for me, because she trusting you, let you know, because she could have just kept it secret. Like I say, I'm at work. She could talk to Buddy all night while I'm gone, and I wouldn't know shit. When she hit the garage open up, she could be like, "Yo, I gotta go."
Yeah.
But the fact that she shared that with me, and as you get older, you're like, "Well, man, this is this." Now, if she's saying too much other, like say, "Oh yeah, so and so called, he flexed, talking about he got this, I asked him to send me some money." See, now to me, once you start asking, that's a whole different animal. Yeah. Once you ask for money, now you throwing me out the way.
You kind of inviting it into your situation.
That's what I said earlier. What if she asks for it?
Yeah. When you ask, you in the first phase of soliciting,
right?
Because we all know that in a relationship, and this is one of the things that got us. When she was having problems, we're gonna step up for our woman. They ain't gotta tell us what they need. Once we hear our woman say, "Man, I this going wrong," what's the first thing we do? We put on our cape and try to fix it. Yeah. So if she tell me something and I don't fix it, again, she should understand that maybe this dude ain't for me, because I just told him I had a problem and he looked at me and asked me what I was gonna do, as opposed to putting his cape on. And hell, Trina Carr was in the shop. I got on my bicycle and went and got it because she was in there making some glasses. I could have said, "Hey, babe, give me a ride up to the street so we can get your car." It would have been 15 minutes quicker, but then she would have been behind on her work. So I just got a bike, rode up there, went and got them. And she made these beautiful glasses.
What my glass at?
Hey man, I hear you.
My makeup and more cup. It looks so fly.
Oh
y'all
yeah.
Hear that man say he gonna act like he don't hit me, y'all.
I don't.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't.
He just
terrible, boy. Terrible, boy. Y'all heard him right.
Anyway,
terrible.
But yeah, that's one of those things. What you say? You say your girl told you to start a OnlyFans page. So what they tell you, Omega?
Oh,
what they tell you, Omega?
She man, listen, bruh. Listen, man.
But fellas, ain't that a pay page? Ain't that a pay page? So he's sitting here saying his woman said she don't care about the money, but she told him to start an Only. Trent ain't told me to start no fans only page. Now and see, I've got to put that rule now, because now she looking at me smiling. It's a page that people pay to see you and have conversations with you and stuff. So your girl told you to do a fans only page, but she ain't gonna let you take $4,000 from a woman, Omega.
Man, she said that as a joke. Man, my lady ain't going for nothing. Look, okay. Let me give you a little background story, right? So the lady I'm with now, we coming out of a relationship where there was 3 of us in a relationship. So I had 2 women. I'm into polygamy. You know what I'm saying? So I had 2 women. One of the women decided, this situation wasn't the best for her, and she moved on. So I'm with the second woman. And so for her, in her mind, she not itching to jump back into that same situation. So she might talk that shit. Oh, go ahead, get a fans only page. But me knowing my woman, I already know what it is. If you struggling with a woman jumping in my inbox from Facebook, I already know what it is. If a woman jump on my inbox from you know what I'm saying, I got the meat out. Like I ain't no dummy, bro. I was born at night, not last night. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I don't fall for that. He say that shit, but I ain't going, bro. I ain't going. I already know.
Hey,
I ain't never been a dummy. You know what I'm saying?
Once they subscribe to the page, hey, you ain't got to show nothing. You just got to keep them there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back because we got to let these advertisers get their thing in so they can pay for the show. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Q Time is a classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q Time, an Urban Passport member.
I'm returning to Clinton Parish, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Parish, we take the pain out of being heard.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell your mama hungry.
Where I'm at, so we can meet while I'm out.
That's cool.
Hey, hey, man. Hey, bro. About a couple years back, man. When I say your man was on, nigga, enjoying my life, nigga, having a great time with life, things was great, bro. That would have been the time to have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, now
we're back.
All right, we back.
Oh, we back, man. Y'all got me. I ain't even paying attention to the commercials.
Yeah, I try to get yes, producer try to set me up, bull. He gonna let me keep talking. BC try to set me up. Where the producer at, bro?
He sent me a message. So
put that on DVP. I came back. I'm like, yo, we back. We back.
Man, I'm looking for the inbox. All right, so
I sent it.
I got Omega Black with me. I got Loud from Makeup and More. I got Terry. Terry, how old are you?
I'm 53.
Okay, so we got some seasoning in here, and then we got the young buck who swear he grown. But you know, we were talking on a couple of posts, and Terry had made the point, because we was kind of in the same thing, that a lot of these dudes they so feminine acting now. It's okay to have a strong woman, but learn to be a leader. And if you're not, because it's okay, every man ain't a leader. If you're not, make sure you got a woman who a leader. But we gotta quit wanting this. You can't be no scrub dude wanting a submissive woman. See, that don't play into it. You playing against yourself. She got to come pick you up. She got to pay for stuff. But then you want her to submit to you. The only thing she should submit to you is opening the door to let your ass out to let a dude who got some cheddar in. And you know, I'm confused on this whole submission thing. See, Omega said his woman make more money than him, and ain't nothing wrong with your woman making more money than you. That don't take your pants away from you, because how the household is run is still how it's run. I'm the primary breadwinner in this house, but I understand, and I tell people this all the time. When we go look at a sofa, I got the money, but I'm gonna look and see which one Trina sit on for 2 minutes. See the one she sit on and jump back up, and she sit on another and jump back up, and she said he's all right, and then she sit on one and she sit there and she start moving around and getting comfortable. See, she just told me which one she wanted. So guess what the smart man is gonna do? The smart man is gonna do the one that his woman liked the most. That's how that worked. Even though I'm paying, she just ran that, but she respected me. She respected me enough to let me make a decision because I want her to be happy. So just because they make more money, we still got to keep the pants on if we're gonna be demanding, asking for submission or asking for this. And we seeing all these dudes who want something, but they ain't bringing nothing to the table. So, when me and Terry was talking, because Terry went in on somebody one time, I forgot what poster was. That what made me somehow have to get him on the show one day. But go ahead and say your piece there, Terry.
Well, the thing is, a lot of guys, they want an alpha female. But when they get one, they don't know how to deal with it. And the reason why they don't know how to deal with it is because jealousy comes in. Because then they start worrying about this dude making money than me, this dude looking at my woman, this dude. If that woman chose you, you already ahead of the game.
Right.
Just be the man in her life and lead your household. Most people can't play their lane. They get all emotional, they get all in their feelings, and then you run that woman off. And it had nothing to do with money. It had to do with your character.
Right. Because you ain't bringing nothing but questions. And don't no woman want to be interrogated. They want to have meaningful exchange of information, but you still need to bring something to the table. Like I say, if you ain't I dated one who made way more than me. And that was her calling card. When she was telling about her previous relationships, she was the alpha. See, and I couldn't handle that. Hey, you might make more money than me, but I know how to work to get my own. Now, if you want to help this, I'll do this. But she kept wanting to tell me what to do, how I should do this. I dated a chick who made money. She gave me a list of things I should say when she asked me questions. I just looked at her and laughed. I like, this gotta be shit. Well, this is what you say to keep your woman happy. But what if they ain't what I'm thinking? She said, that's not the point. I was like, okay, we're gonna have sex 2-3 more times, then I gotta dip because this ain't my life. But
he said 2-3 more times.
Oh yeah, hey, I don't need to go with man and horny. So, but
he said about 2-3 more times and I'm out. I can't do it.
but we gotta for those of us that want to be in charge, we gotta do something to keep maintaining that. But we gotta give these women something to look up to and respect. I just shit with Trina. I would say, hey man, you want to go out? Because sometimes she need to go out without me. Because what we do in relationships is we get comfortable. And this happens no matter who you are. When you get a good looking woman, she is great looking them first 2-3 months. Then her great look becomes the norm for you because you see it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yours was longer than that because you anyway. So there are times she need to step out so she can get compliments for doing what she been doing that we now overlooking. It's okay for that because who don't like a compliment? You don't have to. When a woman say something nice about your hair, Omega, do you love to pat you on the butt too? No, you just smile, say thank you, and keep moving. Women can do the same thing. So I'm like, hey, you want to go out? I got to work tonight. I can drop you off over here. Shit, it gonna take me 2-3 hours to do what I gotta do. I can come back and get you some drink because don't nobody else spend money. Don't nobody money spend better than yours. Now, if I'm thinking that my girl is so grimy, she gonna go have sex in the club or in the parking lot while I'm doing all that, then I don't need to be with her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want her to go out there and get me self-fulfillment that I'm slacking on because now I see her all the time. I ain't complimenting her like I used to be complimenting her in the beginning because now it's the norm. I'm used to her when she was a 10 to me when we first started because I was just all into this. She done dropped down to a 9.5. Now she a 9. And because this is what I'm used to seeing this all the time. And a lot of times fellas don't realize this is where we start slacking because we don't compliment the same no more. So they still need that little ego boost because we all need it. I mean,
Yeah.
the dude playing with his dreads, whose name ain't gonna call for the rest of the show, he gonna make sure his dreads look nice. I'm sure he make sure they smell good. Me and Terry, who doing the real thing, we got these silver mains.
Hey man, fuck y'all beards, man. Hey, you be talking about my hair. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I be hating on nigga grow a beard, man. Fuck y'all beards, man. Any nigga with a beard watching this, fuck you and your beard, bruh. My shit don't grow on the side, so I be mad. Fuck y'all beards, nigga. If you got a full beard, fuck you.
But see, I bet Terry got a brush that he keep his beard up to speed with. Not cause he worried about it getting nappy, because we know what this beard do. We know what it do.
Hey, look at nigga flexing, grabbing his beard though.
Hey, y'all don't hear Trina talking about what it do, and that's on real. She recognized me when she saw me. She didn't know what I look like. She just recognized the beard. But I'm saying we like the compliments too. So let your woman get a compliment and keep moving, cause you know what. When she go out and get that compliment and she got that renewed energy about herself, and she know that you trusted her enough to do that, hey, things gonna be a little bit better when them lights go off, or in Omega case when he hit that strobe light, cause that's them young. hey, for us old people, them strobe light make us have seizures. We can't do that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey D, let me ask you a question, brother.
What's up?
Did you grow up with your father in the house? If so, or if not, how do you feel like that affects your view now?
I adopted my dad, my sperm donor. I didn't grow up with him. The best thing he did for me, and I put this in a post somewhere, was show me what I didn't want to be. He wasn't shit. I saw him hit my mom.
Right.
I knew he wasn't shit. So it affected me, and that's why I said a woman can raise a good man, because my mom made me practice being a gentleman with her. She made me open doors. She made me carry bags. She put me through the test. She helped make me a man.
Gotcha.
You don't need another man to do that. You just need the right circumstances.
Right community.
Right. So I'm thankful for that. But having him around would have only made me stay in the streets, because, and I told somebody, luckily I overcame his genes, because the streets had me and I couldn't figure out why. But I got that straight from him. That hustler mentality, that all the evil stuff that I do came from him. And I have to fight that every day. That's part of, that's part of how the depression kicked in, because I'm at odds with myself doing what I was genetically predisposed to do versus knowing that I want to be a better person. So in one respect, it made me better because it made me mentally stronger. Because, man, when times get hard, you want to revert back to what you know and what's easy. Being a criminal and being that shit was easy. And that's one of the things, like I said, with relationships, too many dudes want to take the easy path. We want to take the easy path and blame somebody else for what it is. And we got to do better. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, nowadays, too many women allow men to be boys, because they talk about they don't want these mama boys, but that's exactly what they go pick up. They go pick up this dude who pants is sagging, and you walking hand in hand with him. And I told her, why you criticizing if you walking hand in hand with him? Right. Why you criticizing if you go get a dude who don't have a car, don't have a job?
But them the same ones who will be at Trina talking about what her man is and she want one, but your standards ain't raised. And as men, what we got to do is we got to raise standards, and our standards got to be more than what we see. Trina would say, well, why you pick me? I don't make as much money as your other girlfriends. I don't do this. And she don't. But what Trina has got me doing was doing things that I never thought I would do, and they making me better. I got chickens now. I'm a thug. It's cute, you know what I'm saying? I'm a thug. A thug ain't supposed to be raising chickens and doing that right there. A thug ain't supposed to have a woman growing her own vegetables. She allowed me to have a growth that I didn't see. Everybody else was pretty much, they liked that thug dude because they had a sense of safety and security, which is what all women want. But beyond that, how are you helping me to grow? I don't want to be a thug all my life. At some point, I want to be a businessman. I want to put on suits and ties. I want to be a true power couple and not worry about the police knocking on my door. Trina gave me that.
D, what happened? What happened was, what had happened was, is all these other chicks you were dealing with, they were happy with the life that DVP was living. Right. Being able to walk through the club, Yeah, being able to walk through the club, and make sure everybody know them, and if you roll in with them, they looking like, oh, everybody like, oh, she with DVP. See, they didn't care nothing about Darren. They were enamored with DVP, and that's the biggest problem that we as brothers have. We as serious brothers have. I'll put it that way, because too many women are enamored. Too many. Well, you know me. I don't deal with pretty much nothing but women of African descent, whether they be Hispanic or whatever. Just they got some. They got some African descent in the bloodline somewhere.
Say it again, bro. Say it again, bro. One more time for me, please.
Oh yeah. Got to have a sister with the African descent, and
that's it.
And we got to know that we from in different areas. But the reality is these, just like a lot of us as brothers, because we how we distinguish. We don't call all of us men, but all of those males and all of them brothers. A lot of us have been conditioned to all we care about is what the package like. So if the package looked like a Mercedes on the outside but got a Yugo engine, people happy.
And that's so true. One of the things that she said, and it's funny we had talked about it. She said she would never find a good dude. Where she from? She from Syracuse, and I said no woman who knows DVP will ever take me seriously because all they see is me doing the club, me with all these women, and that's their mindset. They like the limelight. Trina was one of the first girls who have just asked me questions about me. I wasn't used to that. I'm used to everybody like, oh, where you gonna be working? What people you gonna be around? Can I go to this club? Can we go to this event? Everything that DVP had is what they love, but they didn't ask me what I wanted, and I had got accustomed to that. One of the biggest problems that me and Trina had was I didn't know how to have a conversation because nobody ever asked me about me, so I never had to talk about me. And we argue about did I lie or did I omit, and I omitted a lot of stuff because nobody ever asked me to talk about me. So I didn't think
you got a real one, bro.
Right, so I didn't think nothing was important. So she'd be like, "Why you didn't tell me this?" I'm like, "Shit, I didn't think you cared. You didn't ask. I ain't used to people just wanting to know shit about me for real." So, that was part of the growth.
So you got to have a woman that challenges you. If she make you uncomfortable, but she make you grow at the same time.
Right.
See, a lot of men can't take that.
Right. We want the easy. We want the easy woman. And like I say, I could have had an easier woman who would let me do what I want to do. Shit. Sometimes I don't be wanting to go to work, and she'll just kick me. And she'll be like, "Why you still in the bed?" I'm like, "For real, for real." She's like, "Hey," but she understand the concept. Do she want to spend time with me, or what the things we got projections for? Is this what we gonna do? We got a plan. When we hustle, we got a plan. We're gonna hustle for 3 months to get this. Then we're gonna go back to chilling. But we're not just recklessly doing stuff. So that's one of those things where, as a man, we need a woman who will push us while letting us be us. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, money is nice, but if you ain't happy, what good is all that money?
Let me ask this, and I pose this question to all the fellas right now on the panel. I said this DVP at the last show that I was on. I believe that all, not the majority, not most, but all of our problems when it comes to dealing with women or picking women stems from we put more value on vagina than we do on our own penis. We value having that woman more than we value ourselves, because if you valued yourself, going back to the original statement, if you valued yourself, you wouldn't have a woman where you even had to question what she got to do for that $4,000. Because if you valued yourself, you wouldn't be with a woman where you had to question that. You see what I'm saying? If you value yourself, like I hear a lot of men complain, "Oh, my woman insecure. She always tripping off the next girl or the next this or the next that." Well, if you value yourself, why would you pick a woman that's going to put you through that? I'm pretty sure she was insecure when you met her. She was insecure through the dating phase. She was insecure all the way up till you walked down the aisle, all the way till y'all got married, your honeymoon. She was insecure through all of that. Yep. If you putting yourself in that situation, then you can't get mad at her. So again, my question would be to the panel and to the fellas that's up. I would say the reason why we having issues with women is because we put, and I'm gonna say it the way I talk, no disrespect to DVP and his church crowd, but I'm gonna say it the way I talk. The problem that men are having with women is because we put more value on pussy than we do on dick. If you value your dick, bro, you wouldn't risk it going raw and some broad you just met last night. You wouldn't do it if you valued your dick. But the honest truth is that pussy, even though I know it may kill me, even though I know it might make my dick fall off, I value that woman's vagina more than I value my own penis. And I feel like that is what's causing the issues, not only in our lives as men, but our lives as a community, as black people, because we as men are the leaders.
But see,
go ahead, brother.
But see, we as men, we don't value our character. Because see, when a woman meet a real man, she values that character. She understands where he's coming from. When he say something, he mean it. A lot of us don't mean what we say. We just say it just to get that vagina. And and that woman knows that. That's why she understands that she don't have a real man. Because we let our character flaws get in the way of relationships.
Well,
real men ain't trying to get notches no more. Real men is trying to get them a queen, somebody who's gonna help build an empire.
And let me interrupt you real quick. I won't even say real men, because you can be a real man. You just ain't got to that level yet, because I want to say there are levels to this. And that's part of the growth. When you understand certain things, you can be better. But the thing that we got to do first and foremost is we got to accept our shortcomings, because that's the only going to get better. You know, I used to blame my first wife for what happened in a relationship. It was my fault. You can't sit there and say you the king, but you keep blaming everybody else. What did I learn?
Exactly.
What did I learn from that?
Exactly. So if you're the king, you're responsible.
Period. Good and bad, and that's what you got to do. So when we get to what Omega talking about, at a certain point. Now, don't get us wrong, sex gonna be important, but it ain't at the top two no more. Because you still want that connection when you out. You just learn to. One of the things I learned to value is being able to be with a woman and not do anything. If I always got to try to entertain her, she always entertaining me. See, she in the DVP. But can we just sit? Can we just sit in the bed and just chill? And she's drinking whatever, I'm drinking whatever. The TV ain't on. We listen to the radio. Can we do that and not just jump up? Because that's one of those things that's important to me, is just having that nice quiet time. But if you always got to be on the move, see, that don't work for me. And this is the growth, because sometimes we keep trying to fit these square pegs into these round holes. Sometimes you can love a person, but it is absolutely the wrong person. You know what we got to do is the fact that we still in the learning phase and learn what we can and then move forward, because it's always schooling going on. We always learning. And if we don't take that to heart, where, you know, what did this woman bring? I can tell you something that I learned from every relationship, good, that I learned from every relationship. And I learned some bad stuff, but I had to start accepting that, as opposed to just sitting and saying, oh, it didn't work with her. It just wasn't the time for us. I've dated some great women, but they didn't motivate me to be better. I can't take nothing from them. The next guy, they might do it, but I need something different. I got a little strong personality. If you got a puppy dog mentality, see, that won't work for me, because I don't want a woman I can run over. But some women, as Terry was talking about, don't want an extra aggressive woman. That's too much for them, and that's okay. They just got to acknowledge that initially she may be pretty, she want to be. But hey, sometimes when you get a good woman, you know what she gonna do that you don't like? She gonna challenge you, and once or twice she gonna step up and challenge you with a little bass in her voice, and you know she right. You know she right, and your balls gonna get in your way. You gonna feel the need to say something, but you gonna take a deep breath and realize, and you gonna say that phrase. You know, you gonna say, "Damn, that motherfucker got a point." And once you do that, you know that you and her bonding, because she's telling you something to do something that's good for you or for y'all, not for her. It'll work for both of y'all. So now you know she ain't just thinking about her first. And you got a bit, you know, it's like, you know what? This shit got my best interest at heart. Let me just sit down, take a deep breath, and accept that my queen can sometimes, because what do queens do when the king go out to fight? They got to run the household. So my queen knows how to step up when I'm slacking. She ain't gonna just let me get away with it because I'm the primary bill payer. She ain't gonna let me get away with it because I got a pretty beard. She gonna be like, "Yo, dude, what is you doing? You doing some dumb shit. Who you talking to?"
Boy, you lucky I can't mute this nigga talking about his beard. I literally just said how I feel about beards. This nigga going, come on here. Excuse me, I ain't mean to say nigga. I've been drinking. This brother go, come on here. Talk about his beard, my pretty beard. That's what I be saying. You heard him. I said, where my cup at? He like, yeah, I ain't even going to I ain't even gonna hear that.
Did he interrupt my monologue to harass me about my beard?
Man, mute that man because his beard, man. All y'all niggas with full beards, man. Mute these niggas, man. Where the producer at? Mute all of them.
So we
Forget their beard, man.
We're gonna start having a no drinking show. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, sorry about that, Omega. I got a full beard too. I don't keep it.
Man, see, I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded, bro. And when my joint grow in, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing though.
But what Terry's saying is we want that strong woman until she becomes a strong woman. Then we don't want that. But this is something that you gotta, for me, because all men don't need a truly strong woman because they don't want that. Because some of us are comfortable where we are. It ain't for all of us to rise to the top. It's got to be some worker bees somewhere in the camp. What's up, bro? Hey man, he look famous. Get his autograph. That's seriously what we got to do, and it's one of those things that as you get older, you can appreciate some things more and more and more. And you know, there was a girl I dated a long time ago. If I wanted to stay in the street, she was a perfect woman for me. She was gonna be a street woman all her life.
Yeah.
But she didn't motivate me to do nothing other than stay in the streets, which meant I would have been dead at 30 something. I didn't want that life. You know what I'm saying? So when Trina was coming, and you know, I'm thinking old school at first. Why this chick talking to me like that? She don't realize I'm DVP. Trina wasn't interested in DVP, so she didn't care nothing about DVP and all of that. She was into me. The first time we were supposed to date, we didn't even go on a date where she could blow my money, which got her points. When I went up there, we actually got some food to go, and she said she wanted to go somewhere where we could sit down and talk. But the whole purpose was to go to an expensive restaurant. We ended up getting Chinese food and Doritos. Don't ask me why they go together, but it do. But we ended up getting Chinese food and Doritos, and it made me look at her a different way because this chick had a chance. I'm going to New York. She had a chance to pick out a restaurant, any restaurant she wanted to, and I was going to take her. And she chose a Chinese place. So you know what that told me? This chick going to watch out for my money. She gonna watch out for my money. Unlike, you know, you tell the average chick, hey man, wherever you want to go, I'm gonna go. They ain't gonna be like, you know, let's go somewhere and get something affordable and go back and chill. They're gonna be like, oh, I want to go to this 5-star restaurant. That she answered some questions I didn't know was on the application. And as we get older, we run into women, we don't know what we need sometimes until we meet a woman who bring it to us. And it's like, damn, I ain't know I missed this. But that's where as men, we got to be open and quit thinking that we know everything. And we all, I'm the man, I know everything. We don't. So you get that woman, you get into a relationship, you start paying attention to the little stuff. What you shaking your hand for, Lyle?
Tell Lyle, unmute your. There you go. I had muted.
I'm just gonna say, everything went well, but Trina is awesome. She's beautiful. But that could have been the player move. She said, I ain't going to spend his money the first time. I'm going to reel him in. Don't get the money for one date. I can have the money for the rest of my life. See? She was smart. She was smart, bro.
Ain't that what we all do? Ain't that how the game is played?
That's
Players
going
to get together. I mean, so you play the game, but you want somebody who can match with you.
Yeah.
So, and that's what, you know, like I said, I had women, I could tell them what to do, and they would just jump and do it. Don't get me wrong, Trina will listen most of the time. Every now and then she try to pick up. Yeah, you know, I looked at one day, she was coming at me with some scissors for the beard, so I shut up. This my story to tell.
That's how it happened in his mind. In his mind, that's how it happened.
She's sitting over here in the corner, flashing these pretty brown eyes at me. Say, I gotta that's how I mute her. That's how she be casting spells on me. But I say this is what we gotta do. And sometimes we try to hold on to a relationship too long because of what Omega was saying, either the sex or the looks or whatever. But we ain't putting no value on what we bring into the table because we've learned not to truly value what we want and where we want to be, because sometimes we don't know where we want to be. But once we get that woman that challenge us a little bit and she bringing all this extra stuff, we like, you know what? Shit, this little mean chick might be all right. I like her. But then as Terry said, we got to step up as men. We got to step up. You know, before Trina came down here, I sent for Trina so she could come see the living arrangements, because I wanted her to know, hey, I want you to come to Georgia to be with me. So I showed her a lifestyle that, hey, I'm ready for this. I ain't say you got to come down here and then we're going to try to do this. Hey, this swam is big enough for you and the girls. Come on. But this is where as men, you got to step up and be ready for what it is you think you want. But you can't be the king if you're doing 7-Eleven shit. Unless you want
Hey,
a 7-Eleven chick.
D. So I wanna jump in because I want to say something. I know you saw it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in on camera here down here in the corner so folks see me, so you won't be complaining. Yeah, what's going on? So Terry, this is kind of it actually kind of goes to both what Terry and Omega said, but so I'm gonna say this. You know what? We gonna keep it personal. This is the challenge that I've been running into. Dealing. Oh, okay. Somebody.
Y'all didn't see that or hear that. I told you I've been drinking.
Okay.
That's why he needs some glass. See what I'm breaking shit.
So the real
hit nothing. Keep going, brother. Keep going.
So the real challenge, the biggest challenge that I've been dealing with, is finding women who value that character. See, and me and Darren had talked about it. He called me the white lighter and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, we all got our tendencies, but I'm an open gentleman. I have daughters. I have little sisters. So I am very open about the way that I treat women and the expectations that I have for the women who are in my life, right? So when a chick sees that, they a lot of them nowadays want to take advantage of that situation. Oh, I know he gonna do the dates. I know he gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna be old fashioned, but it's like, yeah, I'm no dummy. You're not gonna sit here and run through me with nothing because I'm like, hey, we all got our stuff. I think because I've been in a situation with a chick who's been like, she's like, you got everything that I've said that I wanted in a relationship from a man. What? You got exactly.
That's the key.
But I'm
let me ask you this, Roy. When you see that woman values the relationship values you for your gentleman ways, because a lot of sisters nowadays take that as weakness.
Yeah, they call us thirsty. They call us thirsty. I hate that damn word.
But at the same time, even though they take it as weakness, they're waiting on you to step up as a man and challenge that and let them know where you stand. Do you ever challenge them right back and let them know that, hey, even though I'm a gentleman, don't get it twisted, I'm still a man.
Dude, I do that from day one. I mean, I don't have to. You don't have to. That's something I don't have to say. I take care of every responsibility I got. I take care of. I live a minimalist life because of what I'm trying to do with my business. So I don't have a lot of stuff. There was a period. Did tell you that my transmission went out on my truck. For 2 years, I didn't have a vehicle. But why did I have a vehicle? Hell, because 3 weeks out of every month, I was flying somewhere to go do work. I wasn't in Atlanta. I didn't need a damn vehicle. I could Uber when I got back in town. And I would tell a chick that I will meet you. I was like, yo, we going to go out. True, let's meet out there. I'll Uber out there. I'll Uber the first or second time. And then I ask her, I be like, hey, you know what? We done got together. We done known each other a little bit. How about this? How about you come pick me up? And we, when we get ready to go to this date. Now, see, I'm looking for one or two things at that point. I'm looking at her either to be like, okay, cool, or at least ask me, well, why don't you have a vehicle? Because it was never an issue about getting a damn vehicle. I could get a vehicle if I really wanted one. But like I said, I'm not in town that much. Yeah, I'm not in town that much. And here's the other kicker. If you come and pick me up, guess what you getting? That means you getting a full tank of gas out the deal. Knowing it because I'm still going to cover the cost of what it takes for us to go out.
You got to see if she's willing to do that first.
Well, that's my point. So I'm getting to that point with it. But what I'm saying is sisters, and again, I think it's the conditioning that we're in. And this is something, too, that I found out about Atlanta. Coming to Atlanta was a real eye-opener. I had never dealt with representatives before I came to Atlanta. I ain't even going to lie. Dealing with somebody representative to get what they want.
In the forefront like it is in Atlanta. All chicks got a little bit of representative because they want to play themselves up to be a little bit more on any date or whatever. They may be real, but they always gonna give you that best foot, that first.
But see, that's not the same thing. To me, that's not the same thing as a representative because we all do that. Right, you do that until you get comfortable. You always present your best foot forward until you get comfortable with somebody. Once you get comfortable with them, then you can lay back a little bit. Just like D said, you stop telling her how pretty she is every day. You might only tell her twice a week now. That's just us getting comfortable in situations. So that, Terry, that's what I was going to say. When you dealing with that situation, that makes it difficult because ultimately I'll end up cutting the chick off. As nice a guy as I am, hell, I will cut you off. Because I'm looking for somebody who has my best interest at heart. I'm looking for somebody who understands the level that I'm trying to take my business to. So I need somebody with a specific type of mindset. Like I can't deal with no chick, like you said, D, that just want to stay in the streets all the time. You know, that doesn't work because that doesn't grow my pockets. That doesn't grow my business.
Let me ask you though, Roy. When you dealing with these women, right? Now, mind you, we as men already understand that you know there's been a brainwashing, so to speak, that has us acting like, and I'm putting my quotation fingers up, niggas.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay, but then we also have to recognize that these women have had that same brainwash job ran on them. So my question to you would be, knowing that there's this PR campaign to discredit the black man and discredit the black woman and to brainwash the black man and brainwash the black woman, at what point do you give the black woman a pass, given the fact that you don't have a car because you're building for your business, but you got to understand the average black woman, when she went to high school, they don't want to tell her that building a business is the way to go. They told her you need to go get a job and do A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. But no one, you know what I'm saying? And again, this is not a knock on black women because they taught us the same thing. It's better for us to go out and go work for, you know, whoever instead of starting our own businesses. So the same way we as men will look at each other and say, damn, I'm going to give that brother a pass, because most men, and again, this is speaking from the street terms, but most of the people who sell crack or who are in the streets are not doing it because they want to. They're not doing it because they think it's cool. Now, there are people who do that, but the most people are doing it because they don't know no better. They don't know how to do better until they find out. Like, let's keep it 100. You can say you want to be an entrepreneur, but if you don't know what an EIN is or a TIN is, you ain't going to be no entrepreneur. You don't have the knowledge to do it, no matter what you want to do. If you don't know how to file your taxes as an S corporation or a C corporation, it don't matter what you want to be or how much, you know what I mean? So the point, I guess the question that I'm asking you is, when it comes to these women, understanding that when it comes to relationships, they don't know what an EIN is. When it comes to,
let me answer that. See, the first thing you got to do is realize where you are. See, I'm 50. I'm 55. I'm older than Trina. As her man, it's my job to show her certain things and watch how she takes to it. If she takes to it, she get a promotion. If she don't, she get a demotion. And that's what we got to look at, because most of us don't know a lot of stuff. But in this age of information, ignorance is a choice. So if you want to start a corporation, it's 1,000 websites that tell you what you got to do. So when somebody tell me they want to be an entrepreneur and I ask them, have they applied for the EIN? I know if they don't know what that means, I know they just talking, they repeating dialogue, which means I don't want a repeater. But now if I start telling them and they start taking down notes or start acting, see, that's when you know you can start moving together, because a lot of us don't know stuff. I didn't know nothing about chickens. I read, me and Trina watching videos, but I know too much about chickens now. So when you got these people, because we all ignorant of certain things. We all ignorant. Mm-hmm. What did you know about Jen 2 years ago? You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna have a project and you telling me this is your passion, but you ain't did no investigation into it,
no research.
What you're doing now is you just talking. You telling me a good game. Oh, we get so caught up in speaking stuff into existence, and that's BS. What are you doing to bring this about? Because if you ain't doing nothing but sitting back hoping and praying every day, then you wasting my time. You know.
But that's my question. So where do you draw the line? DVP answer, Roy. Where do you draw the line? So let's say one ended.
No, let's say their actions. If their actions don't match up with their mouth, I tell people this: don't believe what you hear till you see. Don't believe what you see till you hear.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that, but you gotta understand. But you gotta understand, the man you see today, I wasn't always that man. It took growth for me to get to where I am. So before I was the dude saying I wanted to run a business, I was the dude on the corner selling drugs saying, man, I'm about to get out of this and I'm gonna run a business. You understand what I'm saying? So I was speaking it Here's my question, and again, it's a question, so I'll let you guys, you know what I'm saying, riff on it. But my question is, okay, before I became an entrepreneur, I had to say in my mind, bro, I don't want to sell drugs no more. And I literally got to a point where I said, bro, I'm too smart to do this. I get that there are dudes who don't know nothing better. This is the best way that they know to make $1. But me personally, I know a better way. I know what an EIN is. I know what a TIN is. I know how to file with, you know what I'm saying, the state's commission, security commission, or the state corporation commission. I understand these things because I had a father who was an entrepreneur. So I went my father's route. But if a woman would have met me at 25, I didn't start my first business. Right now I have 4, but I'm 40. If a woman would have met me at 25, she would have had to wait almost 10 years before I started a business. So then my question to the fellas on the panel would be, is I had a window at 25 years old. I had a window where a woman had to say, I'm going to make a bet on this man right here. Is this man going to get his shit together before 35? That's a hard bet. I can't be mad at the women who chose to pass on me when I was selling drugs, when I was running the streets with my oldest son. I'm not there. I'm in Seattle, and my oldest son stay in Virginia. I'm a country away from my son. But my baby mother stuck with me because she understood, or she at least had a belief in where I was going to be. So my question would be, where do we give these women, where is the line for these women where she might not be what I want right now, but she is speaking it into existence, or she is, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how to start that business, or she is figuring out the things she got to do. So I guess my question would be to y'all older brothers is, you know, DVP, you got a pretty beard, so you got you a nice little tenderoni, nice little young thing. Every dude can't grab a nice little young thing with a pretty. Every nigga ain't got no pretty beard. So
hold up.
You got a woman. Hold on. You got a woman your own age, your own scenario. She don't want you to teach her nothing because let's keep it 100. When you meet a woman your age, 9 times out of 10, she know everything already. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but it is what it is. She already know everything. So she's not trying to learn nothing from you. So my question would be, you meet a woman, she's not what you want to be right now. Where is the line? How long do you give her a pass to grow into that? How long do you give her a pass to learn what it is or the type of woman you need to be successful? Because at the end of the day, like I say, some of us are learning as we go, men and women.
Let me jump in.
Earlier about the schooling, sometimes you have to accept the fact that women, people come into your life for a reason to teach you something. They don't mean they're there for permanency. So if like I said, I can sit here and honestly say I have dated some awesome women. They didn't do anything for me. We still in contact. If they got a question about something, they can reach out to me. But at that time, no, they shouldn't have waited because they didn't do nothing for me, so I could honestly tell them, hey, this is where we are. So as far as the timeline, you got to look at where y'all growing together. If I tell a woman, you know, right now I ain't shit, and I ain't gonna be shit for 3 years because I want to go through my whole phase. If she cool with sitting around waiting me out on that, then yeah, I can give her a pass. But I'm gonna see how accepting she is. If she's just cool and sitting back, to me, she's a cheerleader. I don't want that kind of cheerleader on my team. But I gotta understand my mentality. That's why I was up front with so many women initially, because I didn't want to waste their time and have them say they was with a dude that wasn't that. I told you who I was up front. So when you meet a woman, and you have to ask your baby mama what made her stand by you, because you can be in a certain place, but if people see growth in you and they can see you making slow growth, it's okay to stay around while they're doing the slow growth so you can wait out your investment. But at some point, sometimes you see that growth ain't happening, and now you're just doing wishful thinking. And the older you get, I can say this, me and Terry say he 53, Lyle 60, I'm 55. I don't have time for that slow growth. If I meet a woman who tell me she know everything, let's just say Trina wasn't around. Because I've tried to date women my age, and they say, why you don't like women your age? Most of them got too much bad baggage that they want to lump into everything. I ain't got time for that. The benefit to dating most women who are younger is they don't have all those things. Oh, you know, look at you. You don't clean the razor out every time you shave. The last guy that did that beat me. Well, I ain't got time to hear all of that shit. So there are times when if they're
I didn't mean to laugh at a woman getting beat.
But I'm saying, if they too set in their ways and too stubborn, then you got to make a decision for you. Because, you know, and I accuse Trina this, but I did. I stayed in some relationship too long because I was trying to make it work because I didn't want to be deemed a loser. And it cost me, but I still learned something about it. I learned what I was doing because I'm projecting. I dated a girl who she had a chance to get a promotion at her job to make more money. She didn't want to take it because she didn't want the responsibility. See, that told me a lot about her. Because who don't take a job to make more money? So you'd rather make minimum wage than get a $20,000, a $10,000, $15,000 year promotion because you don't want the responsibility. But every day you're talking, you're telling me you're doing a supervisor job. So I'm confused. So that told me something about her. So she lost some points because she's saying what I want to hear when, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this. But as soon as she get a chance to contribute, oh, I don't want to do that. See, Trina said, we got a special needs child. Trina said, I want to work from home because I want to do homeschooling. No problem, because my lifestyle will let me afford that. Trina said, hey, I was looking online. Can you find me a computer screen? I was like, what you need a computer screen? She said, I want to start working at this job. And I can do it from home so I can set my own hours. See, that showed me something. She wasn't just content to let me go out and work and bring home money. She still want to have her own money. So you want to do homeschooling and you want to work a part-time job from the house. See, that shows me she ain't just dependent on me. Even though I'm still the primary breadwinner, she wanted to do her part. So when we sit back and we talk about what am I going to wait out? How long am I going to wait on you to do this? I just need to see that growth. And I can't say you got 2 years, you got 5 years, you got this. I just need to see steady growth. When I started telling Trina about credit, Trina started doing stuff, ain't told me nothing. Then one day she was like, I got this, I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you said this. I'm like, oh shit, snap. She just listening. She just listening. She say stuff, I'm listening. And that's when you know that you built for it and you can take your time and do the slow progression. But if all y'all doing is arguing because ain't nobody changing, sometimes the best thing you can say in a relationship is bye. And
right.
We got to accept that, as opposed to too many times we fight to keep bad relationships. And that's when you know we're bad.
But that's my question. How do you know when it's bad?
Well, let me jump in on that one. Let me jump in on that, Omega. Yeah, it's they saying that, right? Because I know you were bringing the question. So here's the situation that you really have to be cognizant of when you see that. And DVP is right. It's a situation where you have to see what somebody's willing to do. Because here's the difference. And I'm going to use you as an example, what you were saying. If at 25, there's a difference. You're going to notice a difference at 25. And I don't know, I don't know too much about you, so, don't, it's nothing personal to you and your baby mama. But imagine if at 25, your baby mama would have looked at you and would have been like, yo, instead of me just sitting around, I know what kind of mind you have. I know the type of man that you are or that you can be. See, one of the things that we have to look at, we've gotten to the point now where people look at potential in a bad way. Because a lot of times potential is just nothing, it's just waiting for the right person to trigger it. Now that person still has to react to it. Because just like DVP said, he threw stuff out there. Look, and I don't think she can hear us, but I'm sure DVP threw a bunch of stuff. Well, excuse me. I'm sure Darren threw a bunch of stuff out there at Trina to see what she was going to do. And to see it.
Test.
Right. It wasn't all of it, but it was some of it. He threw it out there. He going to be like, yo, let me give her this information. Because a man, listen, the reality of whatever you want to say, even if you're a quote unquote submissive man this time, men are hunters. Men like effort. We all got a group of friends, and it's that one dude who in the crew who normally falls short. But damn it, he be the hardest trier in the group. So we let him stay around. All us have been in a group of friends like that. And it's the same thing with our women. If you dealing with a woman, you have to start seeing what she's gonna speak to. Because like I've been in that situation personally, where I could see something in a woman, and it's just like, damn, baby, if you just put a little energy towards some stuff for you, you could be amazing. You could be great. Now, when you tell a woman,
with that, my question would just be, using your statement, I've been with a woman and she could be amazing if she would put, more energy towards this. My question is how much time or how much leeway do you give her to get there? Because like we all said, we all met a woman that made us want to do better. So let's just say she met you, but we move in different paces. So let's say she's not ready to, jump all the way out the window and do X, Y, Z that you see as her being right in month 3. But if you don't, so let's say using my age at 25, when I said a 25 thing, any woman that dated me at 25 and didn't stick around 10 years lost out. Because the man I am now at 35 as compared to 25 is infinitely better. So my question would be, if we're men and we're choosing these women, my woman is 36, I'm 40. Do I give her 10 years to be?
See, no. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. No, wait, D. Hold on. Let me answer him. Hold on. Here, because this is the point that I was about to make. The key is because this is where the difference between men and women come in. We are, forget what people say that they want to argue about it. We are hunters by nature. When we see something, we focus in on that shit and we're like, yo, I can do it. Once we see it, and I'm not just talking about physically see it, we have to be able to see it in our minds and picture ourselves at the end result. This is where a woman is different. And I'm going to ask you this question about the chick you were just talking about. Did you tell her that? Because, see, women are nurturers by nature. That's what they do. They're mothers. That's why they carry children. That's why they birth the children, because they are built and designed to take things and make them grow. Now, if you put something out there to a woman, like you see a skill set that your girl has, and you be like, damn, you ain't doing this? Like D saw, say if D saw Trina making this cup for somebody, and she just did it on the humbug because they asked her to do it. And he be like, yo, you not doing this? You can do this? He got to drop a seed. She still has to choose it. See, we can say whatever we want to about men choosing women. That's not how that works. Because ultimately, the woman still has to say yes. All that bashing chicks over the head with a club and a caveman, that ain't real. We approach a woman. Women choose men. We make the initial choice, but women end up still having to make that choice. The thing that happens is that woman is either going to see something in you that will help her get to where she is, and it may be slow. But like D said, as long as there's some progress, because she might be that, like you said, this thing, man, we've been brainwashed to do certain things, and that's the only way for us to succeed as black people. And being entrepreneurs wasn't one of them. So if you try to tell your chick to step outside of her safety zone, that becomes difficult for her. But now, if she's making that progress and you see her trying, you see her doing the things that need to be done, I would say yes. And then, too, it depends on how much you love that particular woman, how much you want to be with her, because that's going to also make a difference in the energy that you're willing to put into it. It might be one that you be like, you know what, baby girl, I'm going to give you 6 months, and if you ain't making some kind of moves, I got to go. I can't keep doing this with you if you're not going to try to move forward. But so again, it really depends on what you're doing and how much you love that woman. So it's a personal choice, like they said ultimately.
But here's what you really got to consider, and then I'm gonna let you talk, Terry. Here's what you really got to consider when you in that. You say any woman who let you go 10 years ago, they lost out. They didn't. That was part of your growth. You got to remember, had some of them stayed around, you wouldn't have made some of the same decisions you made because they would have interfered with that. That's why sometimes you got to let people go. You learned your lesson from them. Quit trying to hold on, because I would say that I'm a better person from learning some of the lessons I learned about love and loss. They made me make better decisions. Some of those great women, they still great. They still would not work for me today because of who I am. They ain't missed nothing. They enjoyed the best time that was for them. So, so the women who missed out, like I said, had they stayed, you would have made different decisions based on them being around. Because some of them, one of them would have been a hoverer. They wouldn't have allowed you to do this. One of them would have been an over pusher. They would have got on your nerves. So everybody come in your life, as they say, for a reason. Most of the time they come for a season. We just have to enjoy that season, get educated, and we do the same thing. There are women who I've given advice to. You know, it didn't work out with us. It don't mean we are enemies or nothing. I helped them the best I could, but I still realized what they was gonna do for me at the end of the day. I didn't feel anything. You know, there was one who I was messing with now. You know, she making big money. Did I lose out? No, unless I was just in it for the money, because we still were not compatible on a long-term level. We had fun doing what we did, but she was not the one for me. So, and it's like people say, do you regret this or do you? No. Every bad thing led me to this point. Had one of them women been around and stayed, then what would me and Trina be? So I'm grateful for where I am today. All those bad things happened, and this is one of the things me and Trina talk about. All the mistakes that we made, all the foolish things that we did that got us to this point. It makes us appreciate each other better because now we know where we came from. So the girl who with you now, She got a better man because of his experience. Had you not experienced them, would you still have been that same dude for her? Because you would have been a little less knowledgeable, a little less streetwise. You wouldn't have as many experiences. So when we talk about how long will you wait, that's up to you. As long as you still feel like you're growing and you're not stagnant or you're not driving yourself crazy, stay. I mean, I've been divorced twice. I was going to stay with my second wife and fight through it till I realized it was either prison or divorce. I chose divorce. But I can't. Once I got to that conclusion, she made good money, but the money wasn't worth it because money is a great thing to have. It's a great thing to have, and it will get you through certain things. I think if most women are honest, most women have been in a relationship strictly for the financial security, but at some point they learn they don't get to be them because somebody's too controlling. Same thing with us. We're doing certain things. The woman who I told gave me a list of things she wanted me to say to her. When she asked me, how does this look? It's like, that's all right. She didn't like that. No, you need to either tell me how pretty I look, how this. I was like, but that dress don't qualify for none of them. I knew then that with all that she brought education. She could teach me a lot about credit, about business. But on a personal level, she did nothing for me other outside of being naked. So it was time to let it go. So that's one of those things that you just have to, boom, move away. And with the education portion, when you put a seed out, and I'll use you because this ain't, and this is, we talking relationship, we talking women, but even when I start telling you about getting your own podcast, all I can do is put that seed out there. What you doing, how you responding, tells me how I'm gonna keep responding to you. See, we friends now, we done exchanged numbers and had personal conversations just because when I put something out there, you didn't be like, I don't know why you telling me this, old man, I don't need your advice on that, I can do this, I got this, I done did this, and this. You didn't give me none of that. I'm only gonna put my energy into those that want to receive it, be it male or female. I had a little young boy who I was trying to help. All he wanted to do is make excuses why he got to keep smoking weed. But, he tell me everything he do it for his son. So I said, when you smoke weed, are you doing that for your son? Nah, so you don't understand. I don't, because you said everything you do is for your son. So you lost a job because they tested you. Now, how was that for your son? You say what you think I want to hear, but you're lying. Until you truthful to yourself, you ain't gonna never be nobody. And in your 10-year growth spurt, you told yourself what you didn't want to do. But you know what the most important part of that was? Because you can say what you want to say. Until you stop doing what you want to do, it don't matter. With all the women I had, and I had a bunch of women, and when I found myself always thinking about Trina and I couldn't concentrate on the woman I was with, I knew it was time to start cutting them off. Had Trina came in, demanded that I cut them off and give her time, I would let Trina go. Because that's a decision that had to come from within me for me to be happy. Because I would have always blamed her. Man, I could have had so-and-so. I gave up for this. And that, you got to just make conscious decisions for you. And then look at the relationship. Because like I said, some relationships are just, it's 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. You get your education, you pass the test, and you move on. What you got, Terry? Go ahead.
I was basically going to say the same thing you were saying, because every now and then you got to take an inventory of yourself. I mean, you say a time limit. You can't just say 1 year, 2 years, because if that person is study growing and at the same time growing you as well, you just give up on them even though you had this time limit? No. The thing is, you got to constantly do inventory, constantly evaluate yourself, see where you at, making sure that you're not still in the same position you was in 6 months ago, 1 year ago. You're not doing these evaluations on yourself and you're not growing. Then it's time to really sit down and make the hard choices. But a lot of people don't want to do evaluations and look in that person in that mirror.
That's right. Yeah, definitely.
Because when you look in that mirror, you got to look at what part did you play. Because we can always blame our exes. We can always blame our ex-wives. We can always blame everybody, but you never blame yourself. People are scared to look at what part did you play in. Because we all played a part, because no matter how you look at it, you played a part some kind of way. And I'm 53, and you still make mistakes. But mistakes are okay as long as you grow.
You got to own them. You gotta own your mistakes. And as Terry was saying, too many times when we look in the mirror, we give ourselves a jaded view, and we don't. It's like, this was her fault. This was, and Omega, you brought up a point, and I had this conversation. It's like, hey, some of these dudes that selling crack, they ain't doing it for this, and and I question them. I ain't got no problem selling crack. You gotta do what you gotta do to feed your family. Why are you choosing to sell it to black people? Why don't you go over there? Because you're taking the easiest path, and you're preying on your own kind, and that's something that we have to stop doing, preying on our own kind and blaming other people. We're gonna all do what we gotta do to survive. That's why I don't judge drug dealers. I don't judge strippers. I ain't even got trying to judge prostitutes. Because if your kids are hungry, if you can make, if a chick can make $100 selling something and feed her kids, am I finna tell her she wrong for that? She couldn't get it no other way. What? All that we talk, and when she wants something from us, we was gonna still want something. So she went out there and fed her kids. You got to do what you got to do. But at some point, you got to realize who is your victim. When we sell dope to our own people, see, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody white. We got to accept the fact that we're doing it to monopolize on funds, and we're doing it with same people we eat and drink with, because we don't mind using them. So it ain't a business decision no more. It's a conscious decision to hurt your own. So when you say, I'm gonna stop doing this because I don't like the way this is doing. See, those are little signs of growth. You don't know what to call it at the time, but it's little signs of growth. I got out because I didn't like doing it. Hell, I had it good. I didn't even sell in my own neighborhood. Hell, I didn't even sell in my own city. I had it better, but I still didn't want to do it. When you make that decision, see, that's you. And sometimes we make a decision for a woman. And, we don't want to give her that credit at first, but we do. All of us, most of y'all good looking except the brothers with the locks, but all of us at some point have had multiple women. And guess what? We had to make a decision because at some point we wanted to be with one. Because that was the maturation of us. Because
no,
we're gonna do a whole pilot show later on, but we started eliminating other women because they didn't do nothing for us. Even though we could enjoy the physical benefits of it, someone brought financial benefits. We knew that they didn't serve a purpose, so we start excommunicating them. What they do other than serve a simple need that we could get from somebody that we actually like? So you start keeping certain people, you start deleting certain people. When we're doing relationships, whether they sexual, whether they fellas hanging out, we do the same thing. Trina got a friend who, it's Trina's friend. Would I be happy if Trina wanted to hang out around with her? No, I wouldn't. Trina knows that. So Trina, is it worth it to risk my happiness? Because the girl is trouble. But hey, I got some trouble friends that sometimes I want to hang around with. I got to hope that Trina trusts me enough not to let them get me in trouble. She's going to speak her piece and tell me why she think this, and we're going to have a conversation. I ain't got no friend that's worth losing Trina over to hang with. But these are the conscious things that we have to do, because sometimes my man 53, what he say? We still make mistakes. We still take unnecessary risks sometimes. We still do sometimes. Truth be told, Terry, we do stupid shit, don't we? And at 53, it's extra stupid. But we do it. We did it. We knew it was stupid. We just didn't realize how stupid. But then he's like, you know what? That was dumb. I ain't gonna do that no more. And those are the things you grow from. Trina didn't make me stop doing nothing. I stopped doing stuff because risk reward factor. This makes me feel good, but it's also a risk to my relationship. Don't want to feel good over here from time to time. Don't want to be in a good relationship most of the time, because our relationship got a problem. So it's most of the time. So you start making decisions for your own growth. And that's why I say you learn who you want to keep, and you judge them by their words and their actions, because they're going to all tell you what you want to hear. Oh, I love you. I don't want to lose you. But why you keep doing this then? Oh, I just can't help myself. And once they say that and you try to help them and they can't help themselves, you got to realize how long do you want to wear that cap and save a whole cake? If not, it's time to let go and move on and find something better. Most of us truly don't like starting over. That's why everybody got a back door they can go to. We don't like starting over because I think a lot of times we fear success more than we want to admit it.
But change is the most scariest thing on the planet, right, man. Change.
But it's the best thing for us, because now you can appreciate things in a different light. You can appreciate I can remember all the girls who wouldn't date me because I was living with my mama. But I was like, well, I was traveling 15 to 20 days a month. it was stupid to me financially to have a place that I'm only there half the time. And I wouldn't date a man live with his mama. So then when I got with Trina, girl, like, oh, well, I didn't know this. Well, you said you don't date dudes that live with their mom. I live with my mom. Oh,
but you didn't ask.
Different. But that ain't what you said. Right. You said you don't date dudes that live with their mom. So I took myself out of your lane.
Exactly.
Cute, but hey, you put up these parameters. So I ain't mad at you. I want sister date a girl who smokes. That's my thing. And girl say I smoke. I'm just letting you know up front. And if you're a smoker, all we can do is have sex a few times. But what if I quit? Are you quitting just for me? See, then it ain't gonna work because you're gonna hate me. You gotta quit for you first so you can be who I need you to be. Because anytime we do something strictly for somebody else, it come back to bite us in the ass.
Come back to bite you in the ass.
Because it's something that we didn't want to do. When I stopped seeing other
I'm
women,
learning that shit now.
Yeah, when I stopped seeing other women, I didn't regret it because nobody told me I had to do it. They probably got tired of me looking at them thinking, mouthing Trina and realizing, okay, I can't say that because her name ain't Trina. It's like, why am I thinking about Trina, but I'm sitting here trying to date this other chick? It's a waste of my time. Okay, now she want me to say somebody else's name. So now if I say somebody else's name, I want y'all to remember this part of the show. So if I got a knot on my head, it was domestic violence, and I won't witness it.
Big bruh. Hey, big bruh. Don't you say nobody else's name, bruh.
Exactly, but she thought you heard something. Don't quit saying my name.
Hey, that's part of that test she giving them. She gonna test name.
And what's up, Fred? And this is something that everybody does, whether we know it or not. We test them, they test us. Right. I think that and I hate this, but every air quote real woman put us through a test to see how we check them, because they're gonna ask us for something they know they don't deserve and see if we're a pussy or if we're gonna check them like a grown man. And when you check them like a grown man, you have a great night of sex, because they just seeing what you gonna do. Is this dude gonna let me run over him, or is he gonna put me in my place? And we do the same thing. I didn't know I was testing Trina at first, but when I look back on it, when I was telling her how to make stuff better for her life and she was just doing them, those were the little tests to see if she was going to take advice or she was going to keep fighting me to see who right and who wrong. Sometimes you just do it. If it worked, fine. If it don't, you don't sit back and say, I did what you said and it didn't work. Because sometimes we all got dumbass suggestions, or it just don't work because we didn't do it right. But we all test each other to see what's going to happen. One of the girls who claimed she was in love with me, it's so funny. My sons always remind me of this. I asked her to make me something to eat one day. Trina will tell you, very rarely will I ask for something specific. I asked her to make me something to eat. She didn't. That was the last time we ever had a serious outing. You can't feed me when I tell you I'm hungry. To me, that was a deal breaker. There was no warning notice, no nothing. I just cut her off after that. Cause my oldest son be like, did you really leave my mama because she wouldn't fix some hot dogs? I say, I really did. Right. And she'll tell you today she wish she would have made them hot dogs. But she still wouldn't last. But she would have lasted at least 6 months longer. But when there's certain things you do, you want a response, and there's certain things you do. When I'm doing crazy shit, I don't want to ride or die chick. If you think it's gonna let me die, I need you to hit me in the head, give me something, and put me to sleep. I ain't never understood that statement. I want a chick who got enough. I'm down whatever my man wants. See, I don't want that chick, because if I'm doing something stupid, I need somebody to tell me, because I ain't gonna call you or Terry first, because Terry gonna be like, yo, do you know that's stupid? So I ain't gonna call him because I don't want nobody to tell me that. But when my girl who live with me see that, she needs to say, where you finna go? I'm gonna go hang out with my little drug dealing friends at 2 a.m. Oh, don't worry. She need to be like, nah, you finna sit your ass down.
Right.
Oh, I'm a grown ass man.
Right. Oh,
you gonna be grown and lonely. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on my little puppy dog face, but I'm gonna sit down. But that's the growth that we need, because a lot of us, as we get older or we embrace the grown man, we don't want to be checked by a woman. But your woman, the right woman for you, is gonna check you when you slacking. She ain't gonna call you a bunch of names. She's just gonna give you that little look and say something slick.
Yep.
You know what? It's when you grow up.
Always tell them.
It's a way.
Hold on, Terry. Both Terry and Lyle. Both Terry and Lyle was trying to talk. Now, hold up a second. Okay. Terry been trying to get in for a minute.
Go ahead, Terry. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Terry.
I'm single right now. Got a 5-bedroom home.
That's because you crazy, Terry.
Acre and a half of land. I travel all the time. That's my company. But the thing, I tell women, I need peace in my life. And if you can replace that peace, and like he said earlier, I want a woman who can come in on Friday and we can last to Sunday. No sex, just us, music, just me and you. We ain't got to have no TV or nothing. If I can have that, I got the world to me. But see, if you got to want to run the streets all the time, we got to go to a restaurant, we got to go here. You're not replacing my peace. You just want to run the streets and what you can benefit from.
Right. And that's what, shit, I came home, my woman done got a tent. I'm a city boy. We got a tent. We went camping in the backyard. Who do that? But you know what? It was nice and peaceful. And we gonna do it again. She done got the little stuff for a fire pit. See, that's the kind of positive thinking and pushing. Cause she ain't even asked me if I wanted to do it. I came home, I seen some instructions, I seen the little to-do list, I got a kiss on the cheek. I know what that kiss on the cheek, man. But these are the little
I need some.
Yeah, no, it mean go do this. So,
Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah.
But,
right.
like Terry
Same
said,
thing.
and I always tell people, when women say, what's the most important thing? Be my peace as well as my peace. I shouldn't have to go nowhere and want for nothing, but I also shouldn't be stressed all the time by it. That's all you bring to the table is stress. Because you know what? Some days I get tired. Some days, I need Trina to look at me and rub me on my head and say, babe, you need to rest. Go on and take a day out, because if your body shut down, we all going to be in trouble. See, I need one who's looking after me, not just keep go out there and keep grinding, even though you see me dragging, you see this, you see that. Sometimes you need somebody who will just tell you, sit your ass down. Sit down. And we like that. We hate them at the time because we supposed to, because we macho. I got this, babe, I got this. She said, no, you don't. I ain't got no keys or nothing. I'm like, what you doing? But we need that, and that's part of the growth. And when we doing relationships, the biggest part is trust. At some point, you got to trust them to know what's better for you than you know sometimes. Because as men, especially as proud men, we will push the envelope too hard too many times, and we get away luckily doing stuff.
And they are nurturers. That's what they're designed to do. They're designed to be able to look at you, look at a situation, look at a person, and tell that person, you're doing too much. You need to stop. Look, how many you done had a grandmama, a auntie, some woman. I can guarantee you, every man can look back and at some point in his life, some woman or female friend in his life has come to him when he was pushing too much and said, bro, you need to slow down. You need to stop. You need to take a look at what you're doing around you. The biggest thing that you have to get, you say you just hit 40. As you get older in this, I'm actually 50 now. The older you get, the most that you're going to want from somebody is to know, just like D said, that they have your best interest at heart. Because up until this, when you get 45 plus, your mentality is changing. Your body is doing different things. So now you need to be able to be sure. It's like, oh hell, if something ain't right with me, like he said, if she know you pushing too hard, but she be like, this nigga need to keep the bills paid the way they are now. I don't want to have to do nothing. Keep going. If they pushing you that much and they're pushing you that, you can tell that sister doesn't have your best interest at heart. She wants to make sure that you can maintain whatever she's doing.
We don't need a mama. Hold on right quick, Omega. We don't need a mother, but we need somebody who will look after us like she did and make us stop doing stuff. Because when our mama told us to sit down, we didn't say nothing to her. So we need our woman to have that same kind of mindset that she want what's best for us regardless. But we don't want her to be motherly, but we want that attention where she paying attention to us and know, your mama can look at you and tell when something wrong. That woman needs to be able to have that same.
Your mate has to have that, about you. She has to be able to get that.
Get it over time. She got to spend quality time with you, as me and Terry was saying, doing nothing. Learn your breathing patterns, the girl whose name ain't supposed to call. We talking over the phone in Syracuse, and she called one day, and I said, "What's wrong, babe?" And she said, "How you know something wrong with me?" Hell, all we do is talk on the phone. Your voice pattern is different. The way something is up with you.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Damn, you can tell something wrong with me from 1,000 miles." Yeah, because I've been paying
attention. Right.
And, when she know things about me that I don't want to admit because I got a secret, I don't want to let her know that my leg hurt. And she like, you walking a little different. What's up? what you talking about? So I seen you over there limping. I'm like, I done slowed down to make it look like a cool walk. But I appreciate the fact that she paying attention to these kind of things. And that's part of the decision making processes that we get into. And that's how we determine who's a keeper, who we want to invest a little bit more in. And you know, hell, Terry can tell you he 53. Sometimes we win, sometimes we don't. It don't mean we quit playing. And sometimes when you lose, get something out of experience. The only way you're gonna really learn stuff is by losing. Winners don't learn a whole lot because they ain't never experienced hardship. When you got that heartbreak, when you lose something that you realize, you know what, if I'd have made just one better decision, I could have still kept this one. Those things help you become a better person, but you gotta own them. As we talked about before, brothers gotta own what it is. If you selling a woman some dreams and you can't fulfill it, own that lie you told her. Don't say I like what you said, Omega. They let you go. Don't say, oh, you know, she ain't had the patience. Well, you wasn't that dude. If you tell a woman that, hey, I'm into this poly lifestyle, but she looking for a monogamous relationship, see, what's to keep wasting time with? Either you gonna change or she gonna change. Then once you change, guess what? Y'all ain't the same person that y'all met, and that's what a lot of people don't get. Once you make.
But that's my question, D. Is let's just using you and Trina as example. When you and Trina,
man, she can't hear you. Oh,
when you and Trina met, tell her I ain't do it. I didn't do it. I ain't do it.
She heard you say her name.
Look, Lady T, whose name we shall no longer mention, the artist formerly known as T. When you met her, y'all was in the right time. She was the type of woman that'll look at you and say, "Hey, you need to slow down. You know, you moving too fast." Blah, 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 blah. I get that part. My question would be, and I'm asking this question not so much for myself, but just for the other younger fellas who have the opportunity to listen to y'all brothers who are more experienced, is when we meet a woman, you met Trina and she was at that place that says, hey, you need to calm down, slow down, take your time and get it together. But if you'd have met her, let's say a year ago, she might not have said that. She might have been like, let's go 100 miles an hour. She might not have even been paying attention to, you know, that you walking with a limp or that you have, you know, I'm tired mentally, spiritually, physically, I'm tired. She might not have noticed that 2 years ago, or let's say 2 years before y'all's relationship. So my question would be, and I'll ask you straightforward, D, when you met Trina, if you had a year to wait till she was the woman she is now, or the woman that you met, but you had to wait a year, is it worth that year? Or is what you're saying that she ain't the right one for me right now? Fuck her out, you know what I'm saying? Move on to the next female. Because I look at it like, had you not waited that year, you would have missed out on a great woman. So my question would be, and that was the question that I was saying with the ladies is, you know, these ladies might not be where we need them to be when we meet them. How do we know how long to give for them to grow? Y'all understand what I'm saying?
And I got you. But I'm gonna tell you what's funny now. Me and Trina broke up, and that's what made us get here. Because when me and Trina first met, had we stayed together, we wouldn't be together now because our timing was wrong. Our breakup actually made us have better timing. Because when we first met, we wasn't thinking nothing about dating each other. It was supposed to be a dinner date. That's all. Even if I'm being honest, I would say the second time we met, at best it should have been a one night stand because we was just both clicking. How we got here, we should have never. Theoretically, we should have never been here. We should have never been here. I was living with somebody, she was living with somebody, but we was both in shitty relationships. And one thing led to another. According to the artist formerly known as, I ghosted her because I had to get my act together. And after I got my act together, when I came back for her, she was open to listening. She wasn't fully accepting the whole thing. Then we got back together, and that's when we started having conversations, and we learned what. Anyway, she said she still ain't, but she'll hostage now.
So you ain't going nowhere.
It was one of them things, you know. I ain't religious, but the one something I got from one of the pastors is time, purpose, and destiny. That's how things happen. us getting together the second time is what got us here. But from the first time, we would have never got here because I want. And I use Roy as a great example. Roy wants to be married. It had never crossed my mind about getting married again. Never ever. I wasn't there. Okay. Anyway. See, anyway. So the whole thing was time.
Hey, give her your headphone. We don't even want to talk to you no more. Give her that.
Y'all don't keep me. I'm on. But yeah. So the first time, the first time wasn't a good time. So the break that we had actually made us better. The fact that she was still available and open. And we dated while we were still 1,000 miles apart. We dated other people, so we made sure we made a good, conscious decision. So, but again, I'm older. Her experiences allow her to do that and understand that, and that's where you have to understand where you are. Because I tried to date other women from my past, and it just didn't work out because the magic wasn't there. They didn't have me feeling like I wanted to do something.
Damn, he got the bottle right. Hey,
but he done broke all his other glass, so he got to drink out the
bottle. I'm about to say I broke my glass. What y'all want me to do, man?
So indeed, to piggyback off of what you saying, this is to answer your question more, Omega. Like, this is the situation that I'm in. And we talk about this all the time. We say that there's a hierarchy of people in our lives that we want to be with. Like, I'm very specific in the type of woman that I want, what I want to do. So, like, there are a few women right now who I've been in relationships or we've started because we've clicked. All the energy was right. Everything was rolling. But for some reason, for me, the distance right now is it's like way out of pocket. So it's not even a distance that I can say I can legitimately try to do a long distance relationship with them with, right? So we're not in anything committed. So with that being said, I'm still looking, in a sense, to be in a relationship with somebody. So here's the answer to that question that you were saying. My biggest challenge now is finding people who move me more than the ones I'm already engaged with. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got to feel that energy when I meet somebody new. If that energy ain't off the charts, like D said, at worst it's gonna be a couple of dates, maybe a one night stand if the energy's there, but it's not gonna be enough to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna step away from waiting for the possibility of this other situation that you was asking earlier when I talk about getting that time.
Using your scenario as an example, or to ask the question, the scenario you're in, you're dealing with women, they long distance. How do you know which one is your Trina that you met in the early stages and y'all gonna break up and get back together and everything will work out, as compared to just a woman that you broke up with?
See, I don't. Well, I personally don't, because.
Y'all gonna let me in here. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something, Megan. When you date women, and we all done dated women, and like when you get in that dating stage, you might have 2 or 3 women that you dating, because different women do different things for you. But it's gonna be a woman that's gonna come into your life, and that vibe, that energy is not, you can't deny it. And she make you want to be a better man. And whether y'all stay together or break up, if you can't get that woman off your mind, I'm gonna tell you something. That's the woman you better go get, because that energy you cannot. That's something that you can't manifest. That's something you can't build upon. It's just there.
You either go get it or you wait for them to get to the place where you want them to be. That's the other answer to your question, because that's exactly where the situation is. You either get there, but again, like somebody said.
So let's say, Roy, like you said, you either go get her or wait for her to get to the place that you want her to be. Let's say you're waiting for her to get to the place where you want her to be, and you meet another woman that appears to be right there. How do you know which woman is right for you?
It's the energy.
A young fella like me gonna choose both of them, but I understand that ain't for everybody.
We gonna let Lyle.
But if they
I'm
go
just
for it,
saying. How
if
do
they
you
go for
know?
it, that's what you do. Because you
But
got to
who's
feel
to
it. You
say
got
they're
to make a
not gonna
choice.
do it?
Win, lose, or draw, you
Yeah,
got to make a
true.
choice, and then you got to
True.
own your decision.
Right.
I mean, when I married my second wife, it was between two women. I let my son pick whichever one he liked the most because I like both of them equally. I asked my son who was living there at the time. I said, "Which one would you want to have living with us?" He's made his decision. On that, I made my decision. I had to live with it. The other one might have been better, but you can't keep spending your life looking in reverse, thinking about what if. You just once you make a decision,
You got to
put your
deal
best
with it.
foot
Yeah.
forward and go from there.
What's up, Lyle? Let's let Lyle get in, D.
All right,
Because
check it out. The question that he asked and the question that he steadily asks is, how do we know? That's the biggest question. I say, and we ain't being biblical or anything, but it's discernment. It's only like time, your experience with this person, and things like that is going to show you. So all the other things that the other brothers talked about are parts of that. But it's that discernment, and you got to take a little time, and then you got to make your choice and stick with it and be down with your choice. You check it out. And I tell my son, I got a son that's 37, I got a son that's 31, right? So they up there. My 31 are trying to make this.
He got a Walmart phone.
We'll let him pop back. But yeah, what he's saying, man, it's the thing. It's a discernment to look at it. Like I said, they're legitimately right now 3 women who that I know I would be willing to build a future with. All of them are out of my range. Now, when I say out of my range, I mean like completely, like way too far away for whatever reason. One of them has the opportunity to become more of a proximity, but she's actually the furthest away in that situation. If I had to get to a point where I had to choose, it would get down to very little things that each one of them that's like Terry was saying, this individual. Because each of them, while they do meet most of the same things, each of them does deal with me or touch me in a different way. And as D used to always talk about, no, they're not. But
certainly hope they not watching.
But you know what? No, dude, no. But see, here's the reality. D, you know me. Just like you talk about being open up front. Every of the 3 women I'm talking about, they know about the other 2. It's not even a question. I'm not. See, I don't give it. But see, they're not. No. See, that's the point. They are not competing. Our circuit right now, it's not even an issue of them competing. It's our circumstances that are keeping us separate. So with that being said, because they all know, just like that, and they all know that I'm looking for somebody. They know that my desire right now is to be with somebody who I can touch on a daily basis. That is when I'm looking for a relationship. That is what I'm looking for. That's the first thing. I need to be able to touch somebody physically on a daily basis. And so as I'm going through this with that,
3 of them if you could.
You know, that's a long pause. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Knowing who I am and knowing actually I would, and I've actually had that conversation with 2 of them.
That's the move, then.
I would, but see, I know how I love, and knowing how I love, I know that I would be able to give each one of them everything that they needed without sacrificing or making any of the others feel slighted. Because I know them. I know them like that. Like they can call me, just like Terry said, they can call me. I can hear it. I could know something is wrong with either one of them. It's one of them who right now I can feel it. If something's wrong with her, I'm like, yo, everything good, you know. And her response is, how the hell do you always know when I'm feeling bad? You know, and that's where Terry gets in. That's that energy. When that energy flows like that.
Let me ask you this, Roy. You say you 50 and you looking for a woman.
Yeah.
And all your women normally seem to be out of town or far off while you are in a business decision out there doing business.
The ones that I connect with the most, yes.
Let me ask you this. Are you truly looking for a woman?
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, my thing is I used to train for the airline, and I go to city, and I used to always say I can't meet a woman in Atlanta, but I can go and meet women in every state and know women in every state. But my thing was, And I had to be honest with myself when I looked in the mirror. Thing is, I was really running from relationship because I didn't want somebody in the same city I was in.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Even in the same state.
Yeah, that's not me. Cause see, my primary love language is physical touch. I've already been divorced. But see, I'm one of these dudes that even though I want something, I'm not one of these cats that jump into something every 6 months just to be in it. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not really answering his question. Technically, his question was, are you looking for a woman? Because physical affection you can get anywhere.
No.
You can get that at the club.
No, see that's
that on where I'm at, K Street and 17th.
We not all, but see, but we not all like
anywhere. But
we not all like that.
For a woman,
we're not all like that. And I did answer. I said yes in the beginning. I am extremely sapiosexual, and D and I've had shows over the years where we've talked about this. Like I've tried to have sex with a real fine chick who I could not connect with mentally. And before I finished, I was like, damn, I wish she would leave. I'm like, I was ready for her to go.
I bet you finished though.
Dude, no, I didn't. That was exactly. That was the one sexual encounter I had with a chick that I did not have an orgasm. And I was just like, yeah, you got to go. Because I was not connected to her. If I'm not connected to somebody mentally, it doesn't work for me. And that's why I'm looking for something more. So yes, I am definitely looking for somebody. But at the same time, I need somebody who understands where I'm at, what I'm going after, my mission, what I'm trying to do. Like I had one chick, D, I don't know if you remember the chick I told you about. We were dating at one point. And she told me she was just extremely jealous. Well, hell, I have a broadcasting company. I work with beautiful women all the damn time. She literally saw me on a show. I will never forget this. I was going over to her house after I finished one of the shows that I was doing. It was actually my talk show. And I had interviewing 3 bad chicks on the show that day. And one of them is like me. We talk with our hands. So the whole conversation, she touching me on the leg. She touching me on the shoulder. And you know, we laughing and giggling and all this on the interview. Dude, I went to break. Dude, like this is what me and old girl were just dating, so I hadn't dealt with it. Mind you, she told me she was jealous. Dude, I went to a commercial and picked up my phone. I literally had 20 messages from this chick. Why is she touching you? Why y'all laughing? I got to the house. I'm thinking she joking. I get to the house, she was pissed off that night. I was like, yo, are you like really serious? She was like, I told you I was jealous and all these women this, and I was just like, yeah, as much as I liked her, that wasn't gonna work. I couldn't do that with her because like I said, I deal with women all day. D, you done been the play that I did. Hell, the whole damn cast was tears.
Don't get that man in trouble, man.
No, like I said, he was security at the thing. But the whole damn cast of women I'm dealing with are 10s. You know, my talk show hosts are strong, progressive women who making a lot of money, looking good. I'm like, I can't be at home and she talking about something. I know you and her was doing something. See, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with that. And so, no, I am looking. It's just that finding somebody again, dealing with more representatives that I have. That's what I run into.
And I believe he looking, but like Terry said, because I've been guilty of this. I dated purposely a lot of the wrong women just so I wouldn't have to worry about keeping them.
Yeah.
But I was dating. Because sometimes you get tired of people bothering you. Ask why you ain't doing this. Well, and I think a lot of people do this who don't want to be in a real relationship, but they get tired of people saying stuff. They date knowing that the date's gonna come, and I call them layaway girlfriends. We date people who we know we ain't got to keep. Just so we keep people out of our business, just so we can have the physical contact. You know.
And see, and I don't do that.
Roy has standards. Me and Terry ain't got standards like that.
Me either, bro. What is that? What is that?
But see, hey, Omega,
man whore.
He gonna need some of your gin when he get all 3 of them women after this show. But part of that again is realizing where you are. Because at one point I didn't know that I was recklessly dating just so I could keep people out my business. But I didn't have no serious intention with none of these women, which is why I would be upfront about my long-term potential because I wasn't looking to get married. I didn't want to be in something serious, but something like, oh, I got time. Well, you got time, but my watch don't work, so I ain't got that kind of time. We're gonna have fun, and then in 90 days, I'm gonna let you go your way. Cause after 90 days, in my world, you start getting attractions. You start feelings start kicking in. But hey, I'm getting rid of you before you lose your layaway title. But that's one of the things.
Did you know at day one that Trina was the type of woman who's gonna last more than 90 days, or did you learn that at day 90? And then my question would be back to the original question. Let's say it's day 95. Now Trina is the one. There's no question. None of us is doubting that. But let's just say it's day 95. Trina ain't grew yet. How do you know to hang on to Trina and she grows into being your Trina? Or how do you know when to let go of that relationship, let go of that woman, and try to find you another Trina?
Because, as Terry said, when me and Trina broke ways, for reasons that that happened, I missed Trina, and at this time I had only seen Trina twice.
See, I ain't never experienced. I'm trying to get there.
I missed Trina. So when I got out of my bad relationship and knew that it was over, I reached back out to her because I could not stop thinking about her. And even while she was still in New York and I was still here and we were both actively dating, I still thought about her all the time. So I knew that, that she was going to get some of my time. Did I know she was the one? I didn't know that because I didn't even decide to move her down here until February or March. So then, I started looking at things. We hit a couple of bumps because I always tell everybody, you don't know if it's the right woman until you go through some problems and y'all choose to stick together when y'all both knew that under any other circumstances y'all would have separated.
You would have left.
Fight together.
Yeah, I feel that.
So right. And so then, and even when she first got down here, and she'll tell you, before I brought her down here, I had a plan for us to break up. Hey, if this don't work out, this is what we're going to do so that you can still do this. Because you don't know. But, yeah, in case. But, so then as we start going through more we actually went through some big fights. And I hated her stinking ass, but she wasn't going nowhere. And I would always tell her, if you leave, it's going to be without one of them ankles. So you get this little crazy shit out your system, but you're not taking them ankles with you. You can have one ankle, the other one staying at the house. And that's when I knew that she was the one, and she was already exhibiting things that I wasn't even trying to get her to. So she made it easier for me. Now, and we both talk about this. Do we ever miss a single life? We miss it, but not enough to go back to it. Because I missed the second grade, but I don't want to go back to elementary school. Right. And it's okay to have those reflective moments, and that's one of the great things about once you get to that point, you can have awkward, you can have crazy conversations.
Uncomfortable.
We can talk about her exes and it don't bother me at all. We can talk about my exes and it don't bother me at all.
See,
and that's when
you don't have a relationship until you can have those hard conversations, those hard fights, and everything is said, everything is put out on the table. But you, at the end of that conversation, no matter how big your pride and your ego is, you still want that woman.
Right.
That's when you know you truly have something. And I'm going to tell you, the sad part is you can be in a relationship for 3-4 years and never hit that point. Hit that point where you have the real hard conversations, the fights, you dragging up everybody's past and this and that, till you get to that point and you still at the end of all that, when the dust settles, you still think about that woman, that one woman, because you can date as many women after that as you want. But I guarantee you, in the back of your mind, during that date, you miss the way she laughed, the way she twirled her hands in her hair. It's simple things that you're gonna miss about that woman.
You miss dumb shit. You miss dumb shit. But
right.
but that's, to me, that's when I knew I was there. We done had major fights, and I didn't want her nowhere near me, but I needed her to be in the bed with me.
You need her to be there.
I need for you to be in the bed. Just don't touch me, don't talk to me, but I need for you to be right there where I can see you. And I told her, we'll go through some stuff, but at the end of the day, she's still my queen. So you're gonna be protected. I ain't gonna speak to you, and I ain't gonna eat none of your food just in case you try to give me something with make me have diarrhea. But this is what we're gonna do, because now I'm in this for the long haul, and I realize that every day won't be perfect, and that's a thing that we learn as we grow older. You're gonna have some knockdown drag outs, and I used to always tell her, until we have 2 or 3, I don't know if you're the one, because when things are going easy, yeah, we like who we like, but when you got a chance to walk away and it's legit, when you know that both of y'all are at odds with each other, and for 20 minutes your life would be greater if she left. But you think about at that 22-minute mark, you be like, man, that bitch better not go nowhere.
Right.
And that's when you
Right.
that's when you know.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's a wrap.
And
Omega,
look,
I told her she could leave. She couldn't even take her kids now. You can go, but the
And
kids
see,
stand.
and Omega,
That's why
here's
you want that strong. That's why you want that strong individual, because when you have that moment, you know she can leave, and as beautiful as she is, and as smart as she is, she can get any man she wants. As strong as you are, I know I can get any woman, but I want that woman,
right?
And she want me.
And Omega, here's the other part to that, because both of them saying the right thing. This is the thing that I say to people, and this is where the difference comes in. We have a lot of people who are in relationships who love each other but don't like each other enough to stay together. See, loving somebody is a choice. Because when, just like D said, when you love somebody, I could be mad as hell at my girl, but I still don't want nothing to happen to her. I'm still gonna protect her with with everything I got. I'm still gonna do it. A man is still gonna do what he's supposed to do. Because that's one of the things I say. If you truly love somebody, you never stop loving them. What happens is, based on the situation that you all went through, it changes the way you interact with them. But it doesn't change that love that you have for that person. If you truly love somebody, I mean, unless they did some shit like murdered your mother, your child, even then, love is gonna still be there. But you just ain't gonna fuck with them because you don't trust them. Because see, trust is
that's crazy. You say that, bro. I also believe, bro, love never dies, man.
It's energy, because it doesn't.
It don't go nowhere. It's I'm not gonna say plenty, but there are a couple of women I can say that I love to this day with every ounce of my soul, but I just can't fuck with them.
Right.
I wouldn't chill with them. I wouldn't hang out with them. I don't want to come to your birthday party. I'm not trying to kick it with you on Thanksgiving.
Right.
But I love you with every ounce of my soul. I just know that I can't be around you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
I feel y'all on that. I definitely feel that.
But that's grown man, and when you having
exactly
with the right one, see, I know Trina still got love for some of her exes, but not in. See, so it would be insane for me to sit back and think, and this is when I hate when dudes start talking, oh, she better not never think about another dude. That's insane. We have our memories creep up when they creep up. I can't, I'm gonna sit back. Her and one of her ex's favorite song is I don't know, something by Marvin Gaye. So what? Every time Marvin Gaye come on, I'm supposed to look at her and threaten her or cut the radio off. I mean, we all got memories in past, and that's why if we're true to this whole relationship thing and we want to be with a life partner, if I want to be her friend, I ain't going for the best friend thing just yet. But she need to be able to say anything to me that she would say to a girl, and know that I'm gonna take it as a friend, and then we can build on something. Because if I gotta keep going to somebody else every time I got a thought, then what is she to me actually? She can't be my soulmate because I won't say stuff to her. Now I ain't never trying to hurt her feelings, but sometimes when we talking, it's a conversation. Are we talking as lovers or are we talking as friends? Because you don't talk the same way to the same people.
Two different conversations.
To your friends, you can say whatever. To your lovers, you guard your conversations. You want your the one that's for you. Y'all that line need to be really blurred. And so when you say stuff, I'm like, hey man, hell, we tell each other about inboxes and stuff. She let me see her inbox. Hell, we had each other's code for the longest. We just looking at stuff. I ain't never sweat nobody inbox her because she can't control inbox. And hell, when we in a good mood, we be like, let's play. See if they'll send you some money. See how crazy people will do stuff. But that's what we had. Other people like, oh nah, yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hell, once we get through playing with them, we don't like them, we just block them and keep moving.
Did you tell them how you had that man talking about he was gonna let me stab him?
Oh, I'll come and tell a quick story. Me and Trina was playing a game
What
one
the
day,
hell?
just with these retarded Facebook dudes, and she had made some kind of post.
He jumped in my
and then he jumped in the inbox, and it was all of us. And Trina was like, he said, "What happened to the last man?" She was like, "I stabbed him." I didn't say that. I said she stabbed me. He like, "If you stabbed me, I would just let you stab me and hug you tight."
Passionate love to you. You said that. You was pretending to be me.
And I'm like, "What?" So if I stab you, you gonna dude? See, but this is the kind of thing that we do and have fun because it ain't that serious. Ain't nobody gonna come between us. We're gonna have little fights. We're gonna probably still have 3 or 4 more big fights. But at the end of the day, we are what we got. Just like with y'all. Hell, I ain't met with one of y'all in person. That's Roy, cause Lyle gone now. But I done interacted with y'all. If we ever, once all this shit is over, we gonna get together and have some drinks and talk a lot of shit. When you come to town, Omega, with your girl, you know, we're gonna rent Terry a girlfriend so we can do some couple shit, and we're gonna talk about Terry. But this, this is how we
I train flight attendants and I train customer service agents.
Hey, I'm trying to get a flight attendant. Let me get one.
Bring 3 flight attendants. I'm trying. Me and Trina talking about pilot. You know, Omega already in the pilot. So hey, if you bring a flight attendant with benefits and we can fly, hey, that sounds like a plan. But yeah. But this is the kind of stuff that you want to do, and this is how you make some of your decisions. Because you can't put a timeline on it. When it's time to go, you know it's time to go. When shit. And I'm gonna say this: Trina was the first girl I ever slept with. I took my socks out with. I would not take my socks off because I never felt comfortable.
You're right.
What?
You was married.
What I mean?
That don't mean. Hey,
I kept my socks on while I was married.
Hey, boy, that nigga had the ring on with the socks out here, boy.
That don't mean nothing. Because it's funny that you say that because I never take my socks off with a woman.
It's something about that, man. When you take your socks off, that's a whole different level of comfort.
You're staying.
Hold on. I just need to understand it. So y'all keep y'all socks on in case what? Like if you gotta jump out the bed and run, a nigga come in there or what? Why y'all got?
You know what, Omega? Let me answer that. Hold on, Terry. Let me answer that. I'm gonna tell you what it really is. They gonna give you the funny answer. What that really is, that is a subconscious situation about what you're talking about. It is a subconscious situation about being able to get up and go whenever I want to, and it not being. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. It's that. And what Darren just said, I don't know. Apparently, she can't hear the artist formerly known as
artist formerly known as
the cup maker. Yeah. What she is now not believing, what it sounds like she's not believing, is that Darren has now gotten to the point. It took him to get to 55, but now he is at the point where he no longer is looking at getting out of those relationship situations that he was in. He is comfortable. He's getting at least, as they say, 80 to 90% of his needs met, and that other 10 to 20% is irrelevant to him. So now he's able to take his socks off. See, that's what he's saying to be funny, but that's what he's dealing with now. He's dealing with that situation where he now is comfortable. When a man gets comfortable. It's women.
So women niggas take y'all socks off when y'all in love, huh? That's what y'all saying. Sound like nigga fall in love, take your socks off, boy.
I was.
No. I said comfortable.
I was in love.
I said comfortable. I said comfortable. Right. I didn't say in love. No, it's not. No.
Some people say
no, Omega. No, Omega. No, it's something totally different. It's something totally different.
I was married 13 years and never took my socks off.
God damn.
Omega.
Why not? Explain to me why not. Why not?
Because I'm going to be honest with you, once it was said and done, you know, for a year, for really 6 months, I said all that she did. But then, after those 6 months went past, and I knew for my daughter's sake, I had to look at what I did. And there was a lot of things that even though I took care of her financially, I met her needs, I opened doors, I took her to places all around the world. Mentally, I really was never there for that woman. And I married her, and I really married her to try to slow down my doggish ways. Because I got tired of looking at Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, and I had a different woman every place I went. When I looked at my back pictures, and then my biological clock was ticking at I was 43 when I got married. And the thing is, well, I was 43 when we had the kid, but the thing is, I wanted kids. I didn't want kids all around the world, but I wanted kids. And this was because of my selfish reasons that I picked her because she was a friend. And she was a friend to the point that I was like, you know what? Let me marry her. We can build on this. We can do this. We can do that. But it was never that energy. We never had that connection. We never had that.
In other words, he wasn't comfortable.
Right. She was comfortable. And see, that's why you got to watch it when you dealing with people and when you come into a person's life. If you don't understand that person, you don't know the reason why they marrying you or the reason why they falling in love with you, because it might not be love. It might just be out of comfortability. It might be out of financial. It just might be out of any one of those. And, you know, she might just want to have a baby by you because her clock is running.
And that's where you do that. That's where you got to do that introflexion. Before, as he's saying, before I got with Trina, I look, do I want Trina because she's younger than me, that she does this? Am I using Trina to fulfill something that I'm missing? Is she trying to use me? So these are lots of things I had to do by myself. I couldn't involve Trina in this conversation because we will do stuff for selfish reasons, and it comes back to haunt us. Well, I start looking at everything. Okay, this is what Trina ain't this, Trina ain't that, she ain't this. She working, she ain't sweat me about nothing. I don't really need nothing. So it made a lot of the questions I had when I was being honest with myself. And being honest with yourself, man, that's a hard thing because you gotta, and I tell people, you gotta write all this stuff down. So, because if you don't, when you start trying to think about it, anything in you don't like, you're gonna block out. But if it's on paper, you got to answer this question before you can move forward. These questions are there. Is she using me? Am I using her? What is my real intent for her? Can I see this? Hell, I bought this house for her. For her. I didn't need a house. But when I knew that she was the one I wanted to keep, and I hadn't even proposed to her, but when I got this house, I knew she wasn't going nowhere. I knew she wasn't. I could have kept renting. Yeah, that's what I was doing with the one who I wasn't sure I was going to keep. Once I knew I was going to keep her, I was like, you know what? I think she was at work. I went. I said, baby, this is the one you want to see. When she saw the house, she lit up. I put my offering in. And I was like, shit, you know, for my girlfriend. Because I knew based on all the little intimate conversations I had with myself, reflecting, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? If it don't work out. Because I didn't ask her, hey, when I get the house, you ready to get married? I just got the house. Because I need for you to see that I'm putting this foot forward for this to go. So now you need to think about what you want to do. And like I say, being in love and being comfortable ain't the same thing. There's some women I loved, and it was a business love. There's some women who I was comfortable with that I had no real feelings for. I was just comfortable with them. You want that. You want to get those at the same time. You know, you want to. I like missing her. I mean, hell, sometimes we just go separate ways just so we got time to miss each other. And sometimes I like her laying up under me all day long. You know, till she got gas, but that's a whole nother issue. But, you know, these are the little things that you look forward to. All the little uncomfortable moments, all the crazy conversations that you can laugh about. Hell, when she came down, I wrote down my little sheet of paper, all her little ex-boyfriends, because she would tell me situations. I'm trying to figure out who. So I'd be like, nah, that ain't what you said. And she like, you got a sheet? I said, yeah, because I'm trying to keep up with this. Because I want to know I want to. You were like, no, not sheets. I had one long sheet, small print. but these were the little
get
things
yourself in trouble, man.
because I wanted to know who she was. I wanted to know what made her tick. When you don't like this, let me figure out why. I don't want to keep guessing. So now when I know this, and this about you, there's some things I can do to predict your behavior. I can do this because I like this. You didn't like it. So let me redo it so that you got a good memory of it. But now I know why. So, you know, when I found myself trying to keep up with all these little things and just knowing, you know, she got some headphones. Don't ask me why she didn't have her own Bluetooth headset. But I found some of her little favorite color, ordered them, and just, you know, charged it and just put it over her bed. She's like, ooh, these mine? Yep. You know, coochie coupons. Ain't nothing like getting coochie coupons from the one you love. I'm just saying. So,
D, I know you're trying to close. Let me say one real quick thing before you close, and this is actually more so to the ladies. And Omega, I think even at your age, being younger, that you'll understand this. And D has said it. Terry has said something close to it. When a man is ready for you, even if he is not where you want him to be at that point, you will see him making those changes without you having to ask. That's how women need to start looking at it. A man will adjust if so. Basically, we level up to where we need to be if we see that woman that we want. You know, if there's a woman, and just to give an example, I'll give a real quick one, but the one I was talking about, one of the ones that I was talking about, one of those three. When I met her, I initially had a vehicle because I had my stuff, but after those couple of years, when me and her actually started getting together, I knew getting into her life was going to require me to be available for some things that I'd already seen her have a couple of situations with. So one of the first things I did was I went and got a vehicle. When I was, in the vehicle was literally, again, more for her than it was, just like Darren said about the house. It was more for her than it was for me. Because she had already called me saying that she needed some help. She needed, something happened. She needed to get picked up. Now, I wasn't able to go pick her up that one time, but I sent an Uber. So I still made it happen. But I said, you know what? If this is going to be something that might happen, I need to be able to go do this on a regular basis. So that, sisters, y'all have to realize, if a man is not making changes in his life for you on his own, you might be like D say, you may be layaway. You might be layaway if he ain't making those changes for you.
Y'all, it's 8:45. You know my Geritol. I didn't take the extra Geritol. So I'm gonna let y'all say y'all part words. We're gonna do a part two. We're gonna start with the young buck because I know he got a gen that he want to talk about, and the Alpha Omega page that Roy he gonna get with you about because he gonna get this page up and popping, or
most definitely
phase him. So tell us about your gen and what you got going, bro.
Essentially, thank y'all for listening or not listening, whatever y'all doing. I just simply say, for those of you that don't know, my name is Omega Black. I got maybe, I say 2 or 3 screws loose, but I'm going to be all right. He said 5. Darren said I got 5 screws loose, but I'll be all right either way, man, with y'all help, with y'all support. Essentially, I'm an entrepreneur, young black man. I have 10 children, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 10 children. I got full custody of 9 of them that I see every day and I'm working towards. Like I said, young entrepreneur. So I'm doing my thing independently. I've never really been the type of man that thrived at a job. So I've always had to create my own jobs. The most recent one is a gin, my own liquor company. It's called Sankofa Bottling Company. When I say my own, I'm lying because technically it is my woman and my brother. It's a family affair. Me, my younger brother, and my woman all went in together to start a liquor company. And that's what we're doing now. Sankofa, for those of you that don't know, Sankofa is a word in Swahili that means reaching back to knowledge from the past and bringing it into the present. So the things that you've had from back in the day, the knowledge you've had back in the day, your ancestors, the things that we've experienced back in the day, bringing that wisdom and bringing that knowledge into today. And that's essentially what my liquor is about. I also have other businesses, but I'd rather not say them, online. But that's essentially it, man. SankofabottlingCompany.com. If you are looking for our bottles are in stores in Maryland, DC, and Georgia, or Texas. Give me a second on that. But definitely DC and Maryland liquor company. And I just appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all guys listening. I appreciate you, Darren, and my 2 OGs. I know Lou is gone, but Roy, appreciate you, brother. And thank y'all, man. I appreciate you guys.
All right, that's what's up. All right, Terry, what you got?
Sorry, Terry. I said Roy. Roy is the producer. My bad, Terry. But I ain't mean to forget you, OG. My bad.
I'm just simple. I'm just me. I'm just Terry. Live in Atlanta, just trying to make my way. Visa Chicago. And, all my friends know me as T Nasty. And I just live my life simple. That's the best way to live it, learn. And discussions like this need to be had between men and women. Women need to have their own group. Men need to have their own discussion because younger people need to hear this. Everybody think that, it's one way. It's not always one way. It's several different ways to make a path to get to where you want to be at. And so, your path might not be the next man's path. So always be willing to listen, learn, and take that experience from somebody else and build upon it and go forward. I got one daughter, love her to death. She's finna kill me because we didn't have our conversation today, but we definitely gonna have it before she go to bed, and that's my one love.
Good stuff.
All right, bro, what you got? Oh, hold on. But y'all two come back, we get ready to do part 2, right?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I mean, it wasn't even a question. It was a trick question. Roy, tell us about JBN and how we need to get people to log on and how Omega can get on the team for his show.
All right, true that. Yeah, I'm gonna make it quick. We actually are doing a pre-Black Friday sale. Right now, we have a $480 advertising package that'll get you a full 12 months of advertising and special promotions for the first 7 people. If they do it prior to 12 noon on Friday, they can actually get that package for $350. So that's our pre-Black Friday special. You get 12 months of full-blown advertising across our network, along with some other things. We got a lot of stuff going on. Get the app, MyJBN1. You can find us on all your on all devices. You can go back and look at old shows, different things. We are about to change the world. We're working on our progress. 2021 is going to be super dope for us. We've got a lot of plans. The pandemic has actually been a benefit. It's helped us in a lot of ways, and so we're ready to do that. D's been doing this for a minute, and as we always talk about, our goal is to change the world by changing the way that we as black people see ourselves. Because when we see ourselves differently, we're going to start acting differently. And the reality is, everybody's been telling us who we are for the last 55 years. This is going to be us defining who we are as a people, what we are about, and not letting other people decide our norms and put our norms out there. So yeah, get in. We got a lot of stuff coming, man. So y'all be down, get with it. Also looking for some investors. We got an accelerated program. We're actually trying to, at this point, I think we're only at 50. We're at 15 grand left. We've got half of the investors. Well, not half of it. We've got 3 of the group that we were looking for, and so we need 4 or 5 more investors. $3,000 a pop. You can get with me. We got more information. It's a 3-year investment with an accelerated return plan. But you can get all that information. You can just reach out to me on Facebook. My page is open, so you'll be able to find me. Omega and Terry, I just sent both of y'all friend requests, so y'all make sure y'all check those out. So we can continue these conversations and getting it with DVP, man. We gonna, like I said, he know the plan of the network. We here to change the world, and we know what we gonna do to do it.
That's what's up. And I just want to say, brothers, I thank y'all because I look at what y'all posting. Y'all demand that brothers they stand up, and that's something that we got to do. It bothers me when I see women leading the path. I love strong black women, but it bothers me when I see us behind them because we always got an excuse and we keep wanting to blame the white man when most of us has never experienced slavery. The excuses just don't work for me. You want to be grown, you want to be a king, but you want to keep falling behind the system. So that's why I reached out to you brothers. We're going to talk more about what men got to do to be responsible in relationships. I appreciate Omega exposing himself and looking up for the information. But we need that generation so that me and Terry can say what we saw and why we went through certain things, why we didn't make decisions at 25. Anyone that would have had me at 25 wouldn't have got this me because I would have never progressed to be this guy because I would have been somebody for her as opposed to walking in my own path. And that's just, that's what we got to do. We went way too long because y'all was acting foolish. I know we got to get Omega 2 glass now because he got drunk and started breaking glasses doing the show. He was having a good time.
I've been drinking. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Oh no, we heard the glass breaking, bro. We heard the glass breaking.
Yeah, I ain't hear that.
Okay, we got the video. But anytime we need to have these conversations, and and I tell people all the time, I ain't never met these two brothers. I met them through Facebook. Social media is what you make out of it. You can meet some really good people and just have a conversation. It cut down on a lot of perceptions when all you got is to look at what people do and how they talk, and they may not talk. Omega don't talk like me. He said something early, and he said, "Oh, I didn't mean to call you that." And that was one of the things we had when you start wanting to put your brand out. You got to change a little of the way you talk, because that's what making money is. It's about making some changes. So you got to delete a word here or there, because you want to make that money, which is what we all want to do at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, we all want to be in a successful relationship, whether it's with one wife, two wives, or six wives. I mean, he got 10 kids. I don't know how one woman gonna want to put up with that no way. So you need to be into pilot. I'm gonna add you to my pilot group too. And we're gonna get Terry to add us to his stewardess group so we can see what's going on. But
I need a stewardess. Let me get two stewardess.
We're gonna do this again. I want to thank Roy for giving us this medium and making it possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Roy the same way. Me and Roy had a relationship. I went look for greener pastures. I came back. It went. All grass needs shit to grow, but all shit don't smell the same. So, with that being said, we're gonna do what we do. And this is Random Thoughts with DVP. I appreciate y'all. So y'all know what it is. Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease. And we out.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's mymajesteas.com. My Majesties.